The mirror cracks, and through it you fall. When the world realigns around you, time reasserts itself in a jumble. You see a dragon's flames destroying the eyes of Kalax. You see Jadarian about to read a scroll. You see yourselves fighting an aspect of Demogorgon in the throne room of Damarash. And then slowly the oscillations decrease, time stabilizes, settles toward one single point. You are outside the Worm's Grave dungeon. And if you don't remember what it looks like, that's it on roll 20 for you right there. An ancient crumbling edifice set into the hills to the south of the dead forest. Here the ancient worm-born Cathriax has been entombed for an incredibly long time. Here you have come over and over again, rendering unto him eyes of Kalax to be destroyed. Now, having gained the last two, the one that Saltara Mordath held, and the one that is in the crown of Imperial Torlik itself, you have ridden Mealadon's Causeway back south from Damaresh to have these last two destroyed. At long last, your quest to unmake these demonic artifacts is at its end. There's a moment of strange nausea. Echoes of... There was a cavern with dragons in it. Bone Mother Talora was there. You have a memory of her looking angry, unleashing a mighty incantation. And then that sensation of breaking glass. A mirror with countless fragments, each one reflecting a separate moment from your lives. You take stock of your surroundings. A question immediately comes to mind. Where's Hagen? And then another question, this one voiced. Excuse me, but why am I here? Tava was standing with you, looking completely bewildered. What am I doing here? Shanta. You know it in your soul, your sorcerer's soul. Something is different. A celestial light that shone within you is gone. You can feel, in fact, probably even see hints of scales across your shoulders. Aldrich, why are you carrying such a fancy-ass ranseur? And why is Abel so fat? The questions feel like they're being pushed from your mind, as if the ever-present presence of where you are, the fact that you've come straight from Damaresh and your victory over the aspect of Demogorgon, your determination to have these last two eyes of Kalax unmade, as if that's somehow pushing out another level of awareness. Momentarily it recedes from your mind in a strange, dreamlike blur. What are you guys doing?
Two questions. One, am I still burnt?
Run your hand down the side of your face. Yeah, there's scar tissue there. How the hell did that happen? And you can actually, as you move your body, you can feel it. The skin pulling all beneath your robes. Wounds. Old wounds healed. Wounds that you don't remember suffering. And yet at the same time you do. A horrifying inferno surrounding you, ending your life. And yet here you are.
Am I dead?
Have I always been this big and you guys have just never told me?
Am I still a fancy pants elf?
Some things are eternal, Judarian.
Okay.
Wait, I checked for my banjo-lele.
How is
It
Bellis?
is still there.
That got fat as well.
Where's your hat?
Yeah, hold on a second. Where is my hat? Why is it not upon mine brow?
Have I got something on my face?
Yeah, you got red on you.
You might have lost your hat in the corridor back there.
What? I'm not even... Does anyone have an explanation of what is going on?
Yeah, where's Hagen?
Yeah, by the way.
How's
I mean,
Bellis underneath all of this? Mark?
She's probably sitting there wet
Bellis,
herself.
you are as you've always been.
She's just laughing in the corner.
For you, there is perfect continuity.
Okay.
You, of course, know exactly what's going on.
Bellis moves to face the team. I know we are here to destroy these two remaining eyes. And all these changes that have happened here are due to us having been here before.
Come again?
We have been here before.
I've never been here.
Yeah, neither have I.
Sorry, who are you?
Do we still know who
Tarvo.
Tarvo is, yeah? I'll take it.
You've met him a couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I really don't know why he's here, of all places. I mean, who invited this guy along?
Neither do I.
Actually,
What have you done with Hagen? I say, I point my spear at him.
Hagen's probably just hiding in the shadows.
Hagen, are you here?
we actually have been through this already. We have
No.
been here before.
Okay.
And we have looped back to this point in time.
And how is that possible?
You mean you used some kind of spell?
No.
Did we all
There was a
die?
spell used, but it's not of my making, and I can't say too much about it because time is a fragile thing. But
Yeah. Okay, that's funny. Alright, so what's really going on here?
so where we've come
This is
from,
a joke, right?
Hagen is no longer with us.
What do you mean?
That's why Hagen is no longer here.
You mean
That's
he
funny.
died?
No. He left us.
He left us.
You wouldn't
Yes.
do that.
Out
Avo,
of
what did
fear
you
of
tell
the
him?
out of fear of the nightingale,
Oh.
and that's why Hagen suddenly is no longer here.
And Torvo?
Huh?
Why is Torvo here?
It's Tarvo.
Tarvo.
Who cares? Shut up.
Tarvo is here at our invitation, specifically at yours, Avel.
What? That doesn't sound right. Why would I
Absolutely.
invite this guy along?
You guys, you've become great friends.
I don't believe that.
Absolutely. Trust
No.
me.
He probably ate
And
his last
I
friend.
especially wouldn't just ask him to come along.
Oh yes, Tarvo has skills.
That's true. I do
Uh-huh.
have scales.
Yes, you do.
I don't think so.
Absolutely, he does.
But he didn't invite me. You did. He stares down at you. Wait, how do I know that?
Charter did, didn't he? Didn't she?
Yeah. I asked him to come
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, just FYI, Avel did not invite him. He was very against it,
Yeah,
but
but Bellis doesn't know that, does she?
she does.
No, I don't think that Bellis was part of that. I think that was.
No,
Yeah.
you encouraged
Kind
Charter
of
to do
were the
it.
You
one that
thanked- you
encouraged the
thanked-
whole thing.
You
Yeah.
thanked Chanter after she asked him to come along.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Don't
yeah,
try
that's
and
true.
shift
Yeah, yeah.
blame for this.
Oh,
Well, Bellis can rewrite history right now.
Getting to me there.
Bellis could be like me and Aldrich were a thing, and Chanty ran away, and Avel's like the king of
World.
Damaresh or something.
The point being is, and I can't say too much because I suppose with time, coming back in time, there are dangers.
So why aren't we back?
To stop us from doing what we did in the past, right here.
What? Which was setting the dragon free?
Um,
Or killing?
is destroying these two amulets, because that actually sets the dragon free.
But we need to destroy them to stop.
Unfortunately, that sets a whole chain of events in motion which we should not allow to happen.
Like what? Tell
Why
me
not?
everything, every detail.
Yeah, let's
No.
Shanta,
What do you mean,
there's
no?
this hissing noise. It seems to arise out of the dust. My time comes, beloved servant. You know the voice of the Eye of Kalax all too well. And there is gleeful anticipation in the words.
Okay, the eye's talking to me again. I think we need to destroy it quick.
Well, the eyes are in the flat box. They're not with you, they're with me.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're talking to you.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with this dragon? That Chanter is infatuated with.
I'm not infatuated with him. He's nice.
You sent him letters.
A letter.
Trust me, what he is about to do once he's set free is not nice.
Okay, I'll take your word for that. I trust you.
Mm.
But
We need to make different decisions. And
okay,
this is the opportunity we get.
What do we do?
We were going to use the spell scroll, was we not?
What are the chances of us succeeding in that?
I don't know, Mr. DM. Now that I'm 8th level, what are the chances of us succeeding?
It doesn't have anything to do with your level. It has to do with the level of the person who inscribed the spell.
Oh, okay. So that's still 3 in 20. Not great odds, I'm afraid.
Exactly. And if we don't do this, what are we going to do then with the eyes? How are we going to get them destroyed?
Well, there's the other way.
Which is?
I can't remember, but I remember there was another way, but it was harder.
You need to travel into the abyss and slay Kalax himself, so that his influence can't reach through the eyes.
Well, we'd have to kill the.
And why can't we have these eyes destroyed by another dragon? Or does it have to be specifically this dragon?
What
There's only
other
this dragon
dragon?
left?
Huh?
There are no more dragons.
Oh, yes, there are.
There's plenty of dragons in this world.
I mean, not here.
No, not
No?
here.
But I know
My
of
sister
some
can
other
send
dragons.
us somewhere.
So you're suggesting that we just carry around demon eyes to the next continent just to find dragons? Is that it?
Would that still set free this dragon?
No. Good question, actually. Yeah.
If you destroy the crown, the result is the same.
Well, why don't we just destroy the eye and not the crown?
It's part of the same.
It's the eye. It's about the eye. It's set in the crown.
So we kill the dragon by dispelling this thing, and then we go to the abyss and destroy Kalax.
Or then try and visit another dragon to have the eyes destroyed that way.
And what if we just bury the eyes of Kalax somewhere where no one will find them?
Yeah, but then somebody will start whispering where to find them.
There's other magics you can use to conceal them, like surely if there's magic that can contain a dragon, there's magic that can hide an eye like this.
Well, there's probably a magic that can destroy the eye.
That's what I would be looking for, yeah. I know of a dragon on another continent that we might be able to visit. And we have to do it now. And
well, how do we get there?
I also know the price we can pay to ask him or her to help us with this.
And what's this dragon's name?
And what is the price?
What was the dragon's name again, Mark?
Are you talking about Ravashathanu?
Yeah, the sage, yeah.
The really old one. Yeah.
Yes.
I've not heard of that one, that's fine.
Dargoneth's met her.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's the one below Wormsgate.
Oh.
So
cool.
That might be our alternative.
And what is the
Yeah,
price?
it sounds...
But we still need to deal with the dragon here before we do that.
If I try the Discroll spell and it fails, what happens, Mark?
The spell fails. That's all.
So the circle's still there.
Do we have an alternate version of the spell?
I've also got Dispel Magic.
We could just talk to him.
What's the chances of me doing it, Mark?
No, Chanta.
You need a natural 20
No.
with your own spell.
With my own spell, yeah? At level 8.
No.
And I have...
This leads us in the wrong path.
If Shanta, if Bellis has come back through time, or if we've all come back through time to stop this exact course of action, then I'd say let's follow her advice.
I can try dispelling it 5 times. 4 of my own times and 1 of the scroll. If it fails, we've lost nothing.
Well, you've revealed your plan, at least. But can the dragon harm us? At all?
If it's
Or can it only
dispelled,
talk?
then he will die, surely.
No, but can that dragon harm us in our attempts?
No,
Other than talking
he's
to
behind
us.
the circle.
It's behind the circle, right? He can't...
If I fail,
affect us in
the
any-
circle's still there.
Right. We just have to make sure we don't disturb the circle.
I know this is disappointing, Chanta. I know you wanted to save him. But trust me, setting him free will make us responsible for a great, great tragedy.
Just don't get why you would do it.
Dragons aren't exactly trustworthy.
He can't help himself, to be honest.
Shall we try?
I'll
go.
wait outside.
Okay.
Do you need us to help you in there?
Dispelling it, Mark, will kill the dragon, correct?
That's what you've been told, yes.
Now, do we believe that?
It was told to
Vrandar
Yeah.
Quen told you that it would unmake the bonds that hold his Dracolichdom together
Right, okay. So
while he's in the circle.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
And what motive would Vandar Quen possibly have to lie about that?
Mm-hmm. Well, we could
and
try
it's not a
that.
spell that we can learn. Eh? It's
It's a function of the circle. A dispel magic cast at the dragon while it's in the circle
Right.
will unmake the bonds between it and its phylactery.
It's not some kind of special dispel magic necessarily. No.
It's a high-level inscription of the standard spell. It's a circle that makes it have this specific effect.
Sure.
So long as the Dracolich is still within the circle.
Right, try that then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll try that then.
So.
Okay, and Shanta, did you say you were staying outside?
She doesn't want to see him die.
Of course not. It's a horrible, cruel thing to do.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the hell?
Anybody staying with Chanta?
I'll stay with her.
I'll come in with you guys. I don't know about this.
Tarvo guy.
Tarvo.
What was your name again? Balto? TV?
Tarvo!
Yeah. Okay.
We got on quite well. I'm Calfad. I don't know why you're being so mean.
No, I just, I'm going through a rebellious phase. I mean, I've lost my hat, and I think I've always been fat, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you look fine to me, he said. Pats you on the shoulder.
Oh.
Oh, God.
So
We're gonna watch this all over again.
No matter what timeline we're in, we'll always find each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Jadarian, Avil, and Tarvo. The Worm's Grave dungeon is known to you. Its passages familiar. Its secret doors no longer secret. You make your way swiftly.
I cast some spells before we go.
And what are they? I probably need to know.
Yes, my shadow spell that I go in the shadows, and my stone skin.
I've already got that running for you. So.
Okay, that's still running. Okay,
Yeah.
just make sure. Okay, and I check whether all my items are still working.
All your items are still working. Yes.
Yes, my rings and stuff. Whether they're still okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
There goes nothing. Rinse and repeat. We'll come back again and try again.
Just a quick question, because I wasn't able to watch the full clip from earlier, but I remember hearing the fact that Valdal, the guy you said that told you that the dispel thing would happen, he also didn't tell the elves about our plans, which is why they then fired upon the dragon. So this could be, he could be a part of this. It might be dispelling the circle that's around the dragon rather than the actual thing keeping him. Just putting it out there. Just
Yeah,
trying to
I
know
was
this,
going to
but-
say,
We've got
I
two
probably...
powerful minds here. Do we not know this? Would we know this between me and Bellis?
Know what? What the circle does?
Just dispelling, obviously. So we're dispelling the dragon, aren't we? Not the circle.
Yeah, you're using the circle to focus the dispel magic against the Dracolich.
And have we got any idea if that will work?
There's a 3 in 20 chance.
Yeah,
it
but I
would
mean,
work, it's-
obviously,
from what your understanding of the spell and the circle around the dragon is, yes, that would work.
it's gonna work. So what I don't want to do is then release the dragon so you can just rinse and repeat.
That would be most unfortunate and shitty DMing too. So I'll try my
Yeah.
hardest to stay away from it.
Yeah. 'Cause you'd never do that, Mark.
No, never.
We're stuck in this time loop forever, and
We're
every
gonna try.
Session 75.
Mark just goes like, you do the dispel, it's a success, and then the next thing we know, we're back outside the front, but we all look different again. We've all got these we've got different haircuts, different clothing, and it's like
The alternate timeline.
Bellis, it happened again. I don't.
Like we're just wearing Mad Max outfits. You've just been to Dark Sun.
It doesn't help that our DM has just been watching Dark, but there we go.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Der Anfang ist das Ende.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Vorum Cathriax is indeed waiting for you in his circle. And his big green shiny face is up on roll 20 for you.
Yeah, I've got it showing so people can see how beautiful he is.
He's lovely.
Okay, so which shall I try the greater first?
Wait.
The worm says, staring down at you.
Do not do this.
Why not?
You see a single timeline. I see all the many dreams of the world. Please, do not do this.
You did not leave us much choice, did you?
We've fallen for your tricks before.
I was in error.
Excuse me while I roll my eyes incredibly hard, but I don't really trust you.
Not anymore.
I got the feeling that whatever you say, it's just gonna end in misfortune for us.
Give me my life, and all will have peace.
No.
I swear. I
No.
swear.
No. I say no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Which one first? My own or the scrolls?
Maybe your own first?
We've got 5d20s.
Well, because if
four of them need to
you
be
know,
a 20.
If one of them succeeds, then
Mine
we haven't
first.
used up a scroll.
Okay.
He will not be idle.
Shut up.
Who will not be idle?
Grown-ups are talking.
Kalax, you doom yourselves. Fools.
Well,
Hold
if
on a second.
If you reason this back to its source, you will realize that you are the one who has put this all in motion.
But I will undo that. I will take my kin to the mountain.
Your kin are already in the mountain. I've made sure of that.
You lie.
No, this is the part of the deal that I made. This is exactly the part of the deal that I made.
Sorry, my dog is getting super freaked out.
Okay, Ozzy.
What's that noise? Now that he's...
Fine.
Dear. Okay, as he's talking, I will try the first.
Okay, give me that roll.
I'm not going to bother doing the Elven, but I will show my dice for this. Here we go. First one. Foul.
Oh.
Second one.
Stop.
Foul.
Okay, Ozzy.
Third one, come on. Oh no. The last one for me, 16, that failed. So this is a scroll.
Now the scroll.
So what numbers do I need for this?
18, 19, or 20.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Nope. All foul.
Oh.
And I say, we'll be back tomorrow.
So,
It's Bella's turn,
4
right?
of your own spells. And the scroll.
You've gone quiet, Mark.
It's Bella's turn now, right?
Oh, I forgot you've got Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
There we go. I can hear you now.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozzy kicked the microphone cable.
Okay.
Screw you
Of
and your
course he
stupid
did.
voices. So Bellis is going to take a shot.
Yeah.
Bellis, it's natural 20s for you as well.
Okay.
Oh God.
Warren Cathrax is glaring down at you, seething, green fire dripping from his jaws, eyes flaring. Oh, you got a cool dice box. Wow, I never saw that.
Nope, that's a miss.
That's a D8.
No,
Are you
it's
rolling?
It's a
D20.
D8. Are you sure?
That's
D8.
That's another almost a 20. See, that was a 20.
How many do you have?
I think 3.
So one more?
My priest one, so.
Third level spells.
Oh no.
Check. Just to be sure, it's on this one. I have. Yeah, one more.
Okay.
That's
Come
it.
on.
Ready, guys? Last one. Oh. No! Sorry, guys.
Oh
Drum roll.
yeah.
Drum roll.
Bless you, dice gods.
20 days later. Damn it! Damn it!
Aldrich and Shanta just outside seeing bursts of magic coming through and just shit! Another burst. Shit! Shit!
Your odds are feeble.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
You will pay for your weakness and your folly.
Suck your mum.
Well,
That's a bit rude.
Yeah, well he deserves it.
so that means
So
maybe
the
we
next
should have
day,
a talk with our elven friend downstairs before we come back after a rest.
Are we actually just gonna wait until tomorrow?
Have any better options?
No.
don't
I mean,
see
he's
any.
not going anywhere.
Outside, Shanta, Aldrich, you hear the ground every now and then tremble. Distant muted echoes that you know to be the dragon's voice, rising and rising in intensity. And then the occasional tremor through the ether that Shanta you recognize as spells being fired one after the other, after the other, after the other. Aldrich, memories swirl through your mind of places you haven't been, an immense city on the side of a great river, a dragon, black and glistening, hurtling through the sky, a boy looking up at you with adoring eyes, and standing behind him, hands on his shoulders, her eyes wet with tears, Safa. Just exactly what has been taken from you? What has Bellis done?
I try to process all of this. And try and focus on Shanta, make sure she's not like tempted to run in and save the day.
Shanta herself is staring off, looking quite distraught at each rising rumble of anguish from the dragon. You turn and lock eyes with Aldrich, and for a moment, you see another face there. The same colored skin as your own, the same texture of tiefling patterns, but older, a man. Again, that sense of something having been taken from you. Presently, Judarian, Bellis, Aval and Tarvo trudge back to the surface from the depths of the Worm's Grave dungeon, looking a little dejected.
Nothing this time.
No.
No.
We're gonna see maybe if we can try again tomorrow, I suppose.
I think so.
Is there anything else we should do in the meantime?
Let's talk to our elven host in the forest.
Okay. So, you head back to the dead forest, where the home of the Ghost Elves is. It is as you remember it, but why should it not be? You were here less than an hour ago. Together, Vandar Quen, ancient, withered, leaning on his staff, comes down to greet you, accompanied, and her face makes your heart leap in your chest, Judarian. Your sister, Samandaliante. You have a sudden, inexplicable sense of loss.
I'll head over and embrace her.
Your throat closes, and she returns the hug. Brother, the dragon?
It betrays you.
What's wrong?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but it doesn't end well for you.
What doesn't? What are you talking about? There's a horrid moment where your vision of the forest is overlaid with blackened ruins, scorched, her body a twisted wreck on the floor at your feet. Mercifully, the image is gone as quickly as it came. Samandaliante cups your hat cheek in her hand. Judarian, what is it?
If we set the dragon free, he lays waste to this land, and you fall with it.
How do you know this?
Because we
He
have
has
seen
sworn.
it.
I see.
I may not have aged, but look at the others. Look how weathered they look. We have trod this path before.
I'm not aged.
I mean, look at Avel. He's now
What?
old and fat.
I'm
Well,
not
just-
old.
Chanta tries to hide scarring with her like blanket, just like
What has happened? Vandar Quen asks.
I looked at
What
Bellis.
strangeness is this?
What?
What strangeness is this?
If the dragon destroys the eyes, it is set free. And then it then destroys this place and many others.
Because of the crown.
Yes.
Oh. I should have foreseen this.
Yes, you should have.
You think?
The scroll did not work.
No. We even tried our own magics. To no avail.
So, we will, with your permission, rest and try again tomorrow. Until we succeed.
Unless you have a plan about the crown.
Do I have a plan about the crown?
Well, do you have
No.
any idea of how perhaps... No.
Can we
The
get another dragon?
stories say it is older than humanity. If it is made by one of the elder races, I dare not think what magics were part of its crafting.
The
But
path
I'm
is...
Supposing we can substitute one dragon for another, right?
Yes, but we need to release... We need to dispel this circle first, and then find another dragon to destroy these.
Yeah,
Well,
because if we destroy the crown, Worm Cathriax will still be released.
Exactly. But we also need to know whether we can actually have somebody else destroy it.
Another
That's
dragon,
why I'm
surely.
asking.
I would think so, but I know of no others.
I do. I do.
Do you have any more of those
Oh.
scrolls?
Old enough and strong enough?
Old, yes. Strong enough, I wouldn't know.
I can scribe another scroll for you. If you wish.
We'll try again with that, and our own magics.
Tomorrow.
Make yourselves then at home.
He points up toward the tree house where you've relaxed so many times before.
I place my hand on his shoulder and I say, if we found the dragon is released, he will destroy all of us here. Including my sister and yourself. Many elves will die.
Then our fate is in your hands.
As you head up to the tree dwelling, Aldrich, just for a moment, you catch sight of a familiar face watching you walk. Up to now, you've only seen half of it, the other half covered by a mask. But here there's no mask. It's Freya. She just nods at you and carries on about her business as you mount the winding stairs around the tree and into the tree platform.
How well do I know her?
You're
At this
sure you
point.
know her.
Yeah.
You are certain you know her. She
Right.
wore a silver mask.
Right. It's
Again.
more of like a deja vu feeling than me in this time having really known her.
Yeah, and I feel it in the Matrix, yes.
Yes, I feel it. Okay, gotcha. I'll live with that unsettling feeling and keep going. I'll go and see if I can score some food somewhere.
More lamba spread.
Yes, exactly. fill the stomach of a grown man. I had 8.
Before long, then, you're gathered together. Some fine elven wines, fresh waters, fruit cordials, fine meats, and fruit of the forests.
I think at this point Chanta was still serving Aldrich, so she probably would bring his food for him.
What?
She went through a stage of like being your almost like personal like helper.
What? She was? I don't remember this.
You didn't even notice. Jesus Christ.
Man, he really is a dick.
I go and spend some time with my sister and try to. I asked to see the teachings of how she does the bridge.
Mealadin's Causeway.
Yeah.
It's just a weird sensation of deja vu, having gone through this before, and yet again, the understanding begins to flower somewhat in your mind. You are fairly certain that with your training as a spellcaster, you would need to be able to cast master level sorcery to turn it into a spell. She's managed to dedicate herself to it as a sole discipline. Right? But for you, with a much broader field, you're going to need to have achieved mastery for that, which is 9th level as a mage.
Next level. Okay.
Yes. So it is. Yes. Up in the treehouse, Taro brings you a plate of ale and sits down. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I brought you that.
I'm not hungry.
He leans back against the inner wall. I've got this weird feeling that I feel like something's been stolen from me. I mean, stolen.
No,
From us, he says, looking down at his food and kind of toying with it with a fork.
I have that same feeling. And it's weird. It feels like I'm supposed to know you better than I do. In a more meaningful way.
He blushes. Yes, yes.
But I don't know why. I
He
don't
looks
know
up.
why.
Look, is anybody else feeling this?
Oh, I'm sure.
Are we all sitting there?
Yeah, you guys are eating in the.
Okay.
It's
They're having this
happening again
conversation.
in front of you. It's just like, okay, they're having their moment.
Chanta leans over the table to Bellis and just says, in the future, does anything happen? Like, does anyone, like those two, for example, or anyone else?
Anyone else?
I don't know. For example, could be me. I don't know. Could be Aldrich. I'm not sure. Did anything happen?
Here,
With
anything that is
Judarian
supposed to happen will happen. This is the nature of time. So, either we get a chance to set things right, or we get a chance to set things wrong again. It will happen as it happens. And I'm not going to compromise it more than I already have.
I feel like things have been set wrong. That this is wrong. That we're not supposed to be here.
Chance
I
being
feel
your-
like
We're
I
out
feel
of
like
time.
I feel like things have been taken away from us.
Yeah,
And why is
agree.
it that you seem to know what it is, and we don't?
Because I was the one to retain the memory of what happened.
But
Why?
then why did you do it in the first place? If it seems like you didn't consult any of us before you did it, why
And who
did
are
you think
to
it was a
decide
good
what we have
idea?
and don't have in our
Actually-
lives?
Actually, we did consult.
Did we?
To make this
Because
decision.
I know that I'm having memory loss problems at the moment, but I can't recall that happening.
No,
Well,
because you lost your memories of it.
I think
Uh-huh.
that I think
I'm sure she had a good reason for it.
I think she did. I mean,
Well, I don't know.
the only things that have been coming back to me are fire, and I think I died. And maybe this is turning that back. Maybe we all died, and Bellis was the only one who could bring us all back.
A lot of this currently seems uncertain, though. I know that a lot of things that might happen seem to be bad, but at the moment, we don't really know much about our own situation. It's all uncertainty. Like, what if we do this? Will it do this? We don't know for sure, 100%.
We don't.
So how is this any better than what we're gonna do? What if it turns out worse? And then the only
this
good,
can happen.
the only good thing that we had has now been taken away from us for something that we couldn't control.
Trust me, we discussed this, and this was the best way out.
But
And the only reason why I have retained the memory of this is so that I could warn us not to make the same steps, and that we have a chance to set things in a different motion.
But how did you do it? And why won't you tell us?
Because, again, knowledge of the future is not necessarily a good thing.
it seems to me like things that did happen she can't speak of. So like the question I asked, she couldn't answer. That means stuff happened.
It's not can't, it's won't.
That's not true, necessarily. At least I don't believe it to be true. I think that things that are supposed to happen, they will happen again.
So what's stopping you from telling us exactly what happens?
Because some things you can change, and that might cause all sorts of horrible problems. I know a lot of things that I should not know.
Bellis is one of the arcane and divine. Unless you understand both, we just have to trust her.
Look.
Can you tell us how it happened? How we looped back through time, as you call it?
You also mentioned that we saved his kin.
Yeah, what was that
I remember
about?
a cavern with dragons, and that's it.
This was in the past. We went into the past.
What? I thought you said it was the future.
But we first went into the past.
Okay, what happened in the past then that got us here?
I can't tell you.
Okay, well, this has been a good conversation. I'm going to retire for the night because I'm quite fed up with moon whites and their finicky words. Good night.
Good night, Lawful.
Lawful, I think you look great, by the way.
And he just leaves.
She was being sincere.
He's off to look for his hat.
Val clearly doesn't care.
No.
Chandler's always sincere. What are you on about?
So is there anything you can tell us, Bellis?
Well, the only things that, and even those things, I don't know what the consequences are. You have to understand, I'm second guessing everything that I'm deciding right now as well. I've never been in this position before.
I bet that Squee proved himself to be a hero.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Squee was very brave.
There was a point where we got really hungry, and he did. I'm joking, Chancer. I'm sorry. Bad timing.
Well, wait until you get an elven cat as a familiar. Moonwhites love cats.
I get a cat?
No, I'm talking to Jadarian here.
You get a cat?
No, I don't.
No. I'm just making a joke.
Oh.
Yeah. So the only thing that I'm trying to find here is an alternative to the decision that we're trying to set straight. Because we're still left with the conundrum on how to destroy the eyes. And not set the dragon free.
There must be other dragons. There's definitely other dragons.
I know of another dragon, which when we got here in the first point in time, I didn't know about.
Mark, do I know of any other dragons?
Well,
No.
if Bellis,
No.
Bellis has gone to the.
I mean, in legend, yes, but no. Not the whereabouts of any.
Not alive, no.
If Bellis has lived the future but also gone back to the past, then she would. Yeah, you'd probably know of if there was another one.
There are others on another continent. I know of 3 others, to be exact.
Are they
And
good?
one of them is not an option to go to, and 2 of them might. So I'm guessing here.
Who's the one that's not an option?
He's an undead dragon. And a servant of Orcus? No, of which?
Oh, well done, Kyle.
Of some demonic entity.
Talking the one in the White Kingdom.
Huh?
Is that the one in the White Kingdom?
No one in this game knows about that one.
No,
Out of
no,
character.
that's out of character.
Yeah.
Out
No,
of character.
Talking about the Elder Serpent.
Out of character before Mark, you start rolling. Just like Chana's just like.
The one that killed
You mean the
Dread-
Demogorgon?
the one that killed Darganeth originally.
No, not that one either.
Ah, okay. That's the one I was talking about in the White Kingdom.
No, the one that ended up with his phylactery.
Ah, okay.
The really big one.
My phylactery is really big.
Lich envy.
Oh, man.
Okay. So your first night then in, well, it's hard to even know what to call it. Home, new home, old home.
The pronoun.
How, what's the process of crafting scrolls?
What's the what?
The process of crafting scrolls.
You need ink, basically, and a lab to do it in.
Okay. Plus probably the spell to cast it, which I haven't got right
Also
now.
the spell. Yes. It's an uncomfortable night, filled with strange dreams. Avel, you keep dreaming of a woman, a thick scar down her face.
That doesn't sound right for Avel.
She keeps
Your
trying
mother.
to. She keeps trying to give you a hat.
Oh. I've already got one.
Aldrich, again, it's that boy. Over and over again, that boy. Shanta, a horrendous nightmare from which you wake in tears of fire and death and treachery, of you unleashing spellfire against your companions, ensnaring them in webs, hurling lightning at them, wanting nothing more than their deaths. Jadarian, for the first time in many, many months, you are thinking of your father, of the throne. And you wake filled with a desire to go back there, knowing somehow that time is short. All of you wake with the same sensation of a life that has been taken from you. For better, for worse, but nevertheless taken. Carl, can you tell me what the spells are, please?
Yeah, I'm going to set up a guardian spell, which I have. Give me a sec. It's a priest spell, as far as I remember. It's a glyph of warding. Yeah, set up a glyph of warding.
Yep.
I'm going to create an illusion of the flat box.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast a normal aura on the actual flat box, and I'm going to hide that behind an illusionary wall in my bedroom.
Okay. Nice. A few minor precautions then.
Yes.
When the day dawns in the Dead Forest, I presume you've stocked up on Dispel Magics and proceed back.
Does he give us another scroll?
He needs more time than just overnight.
Okay.
You proceed back to visit your good friend Voron Cathriax.
And he's gone.
Yeah, he's not gone, but he's definitely still there.
I say, morning. Let's try again, shall we?
Should we stay
This. Are you staying outside again?
Yeah, she's gonna ask Bellis because of her dream last night. She's kind of unsure on what she is at this point, like why she hurt her friends. So.
It's better that you stay outside.
Okay.
I'll stay with Shanta again.
Okay, Aldrich.
Charles. I'm going to do the voice again if you don't shut up. This time, Voron Cathriax simply remains silent, glaring at you in malice. As you, I presume, once more encounter your dispels. So is that 4 again from you, Jadarian, and 3 from you, Bellis?
5, actually, because I've got a Pearl of
5.
Power, so I should have done 1 yesterday, an extra 1.
Jadarian's clearly a traitor in disguise. Go ahead.
What?
Huh?
Right.
Go for it.
Here we go, the suspense again. That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
The first
not again.
Dispel magic is unleashed.
18, no.
No!
Pearl of Power, 17.
Close.
Oh.
You can feel the energies around the dragon ripple a couple of times. But as he has said, your arts are puny. The weak scrabblings of an apprentice mage and nothing more.
I dive in and start punching him now already.
Enough talk.
Hey,
Start grappling him, put him in a headlock.
Three here. You're going to headlock. Get out of that, dragon.
red one. 17. No.
Oh, close. Oh, close. Tense.
18.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Next day.
Time. Weaklings.
Shut up! You're so rude. Who gave you that bad mouth?
Just proving us right, dragon.
It will soon be over.
1 week later.
It's just a numbers game, as one of my players is very fond of saying. Outside, Aldrich, Shanta, the air is still and quiet, the echoes of the forest around you, and you hear a high-pitched keening noise. It rises higher and higher, and with it a rippling as if a heat haze fills the area before the ruins. The rippling becomes a ripping, as space itself tears open.
I immediately take cover.
Yeah. Stick out.
What,
Yeah,
just
well,
yourself?
I'm just gonna
You're not
hide.
gonna pull Chanta?
Can I get
He
a word
puts
in?
me in front of him.
What a hero.
Out of the rent.
Can we hear
Can I
what
please-
Ulrich actually is going to do?
Can I please say what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hide both Shanta and myself behind a big block of stone or something, and then keep my run sword at the ready. But I'm gonna try to maintain out of sight.
A quartet of figures stumble through. There is around them the stench of sulfur. Just from your vantage point, a pair of men, pair of women. Armor, dark. Clothing underneath, equally dark. Pitted here and there with battle injuries. All of them have scars. One is missing an eye. Another has his lip twisted by a scar that runs across his face.
Do I recognize any of them?
You've never seen them before. No. Their weapons, heavy blades. All of them have on their forearm some kind of large gauntlet with a variety of dark purple gems set into it up and along the length. One of them has a blade coming out the front of it made of the same dark purple crystal.
It's
I'm
the
really
French
praying.
delegation.
I'm praying that these are my henchmen, and they've just found where to time travel.
But you wouldn't know them, would you?
No, I wouldn't, but I'm just
I don't see
hoping.
them. One of the men says. The other woman looks at her gauntlet, and there's little kind of lights going backward and forward on it.
What?
They have to be here. They have to. Behind them, out of the shimmering heat haze, a fifth figure. You can just see the lower half of a woman's face in a heavy grey cloak. She looks up toward the ruins of the Worm's Grave dungeon. One of the men, blade cradled in his arm as if it was some kind of crossbow. Bellis, Aldrich, Jadarian.
I step out of my hiding spot.
No!
He swings the blade towards you. You see the whole thing is, again, dark grey steel with these weird purple gems studded all down its length.
I make sure Shanta stays hidden.
She will stay hidden, but she would have been trying to like stop you from going out. But she will stay hidden.
I get ready. I get ready to, like, jump the hell out of into cover if I have to. You're looking for Aldrich.
Yes, my name is Var.
You found him.
Close it, he says to one of the women. And she points her gauntlet at the shimmering thing in the air. There's a pulse of purplish light. Where it impacts against the shimmer, the air stops shimmering and stabilizes. I am Var. We are harmonials.
Harmonials?
We are warrior priests of the Helix. The god of time.
What?
The god of time.
I see. And why are you looking for me?
We have been looking for you for a long time, without even knowing that we sought you. We come to ask your help.
With what?
There's tears start in his eyes and run down his cheeks. One of the women steps forward, puts her hand on his arm. Take your time, Bar. At last, time is all we have. He nods. Your words are always a balm to me, Drosta. Drosta seems about to answer, and then her eyes flick over your shoulder as you see your 4 companions emerging from the dungeon once more. The rest of you see Aldrich, no sign of Shanta. He's facing, well, there's 4 armed individuals, 2 men, 2 women, battle-scarred, dark clothes, dark, battle-worn armor. Jadarian, Bellis, you notice they are armed with a considerable amount of cholitic weaponry.
So what?
Chalite. It's also
Okay.
called a chaos crystal,
Oh, okay.
a highly magical mineral. A third woman stands just behind them, heavily cloaked. You can just make out pained features regarding you quietly from beneath the cloak. As my brother Var says, Drosta explains, we are harmonials, priests of the Helix, the god of time. And we did not know that we were looking for you. We knew we sought something, some original cause of what has happened.
And what has happened?
I trust when I say to you the name, the brood of Vorum Cathriax, that this has meaning to you.
Yes.
Yes.
In our past, I don't know how to explain it. She looks at the woman in the cloak. Allow me. Woman steps forward, throws back her hood. She looks to be in her 40s, dark brown hair, serious brown eyes. My name is Dolores Antimone, she says. I hail from a place that you will know as the Mountain of Dreams, Dragon Mountain. Two of Vorum Cathriax's brood came to the mountain. They slew my patron, the worm sage Valamandrax, and took the mountain for themselves. I was cast out, and it vanished, never to return. But it was supposed to, Var says. It was supposed to come back. We didn't understand this for the longest time. We didn't understand this. At the end of the Night of No Stars, Dragon Mountain was supposed to come back to Erroth, to rid it of the demons that had swarmed across the world. It never came. And for 1,000 years, our people have labored as their slaves. This is your doing, Drosta says.
Yes, it is.
We didn't know this. We didn't even realize that there could have been another possible way.
Yes.
But we
it's our
found
doing.
Dolores, she who follows the dreams of the world. And she showed us what we failed to see.
To be more exact, this is Forum Cathriax doing.
Dolores smiles. I once thought that way. When I was a younger, foolish woman, I filled the dragon's mind with madness in an attempt to convince it to free my companions. Its response was to lay waste to 3 cities. Of course, I blame the dragon. But when you lay a serpent down with hens and it kills them, it's just being a serpent. It is your hand that lays it there in the coop.
At this point, Chanta kind of like
This is
peeks out
exactly
from
what we're
behind
trying
the...
to stop here.
The man who hasn't spoken. We need your help.
What can we do?
It's not something I can undo.
Dolores thinks you might know where his phylactery is.
That I do.
And we want to take you to a time when you can use it to stop Vorum Cathriax.
So another
What's
point in time
stopping
than
us?
this one here now.
Yeah, what's stopping us from using it here to stop him?
No, they also want to go to a point in time that stops me from...
Oh, from screwing
what
everything
I
up.
did.
Yes, got it.
I can't
Well,
follow any of
continue
this, Tarver says. This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
How
to
can
me
we stop
either.
things from happening that have already happened twice?
Because you go back into a time before it actually happened.
I don't understand.
I think it's more along the lines of everything is connected.
The woman who hasn't spoken, she's been standing at the back, one of the armored women, kind of chewing her thumbnail. I told you this was a mistake. I told you. They're not going to help us. I wouldn't help us.
We
They've
didn't
got-
say that,
They've got their world. They've got their lives.
but do we really? I mean, ever since Bellis did whatever she did, I've been feeling certainly a sense of displacement and loss.
We're not going to get that back, though, are we? Are we?
No. I mean, I don't see a way how.
No, so, and he turns to face the Harmonios. So I'm very sorry, Tarver says, but no, I don't think we should help you. You're right. We've already lost enough, and who knows what else we're going to lose if this happens. We've got our world, and I'm very sorry that yours is like, I don't know, ruled by demons, did you say? Well, ours isn't, and I don't want to go there to one that is.
It's about doing the right thing.
We've got a chance to put a stop to Vorum Cathriax here. It'll take us some time, but sooner or later, their spells are going to work. Not today, then tomorrow, or the day thereafter. No, you go back to where you came from, and you leave us be.
What are you proposing exactly? Where to take us back to? To what point?
We don't know, Var says, having got control of his emotions. We don't know what it is that actually happened. But we have seen that you went back into the past of your world and altered it so that Vorum Cathriax's brood could come to the mountain. They came out of nowhere, Dolores says. I don't know how they got through the mountain's defenses, but they were just there.
I can tell you how they got there. Would that help you?
Care to enlighten us, Bellis?
No,
Why not?
because this is knowledge that should not. This knowledge, if it's to be imparted, it should leave with them when they go back to their place.
Oh, you're full of secrets, you disgusting little pixie! Tara turns and just sits dejectedly on one of the broken pillars outside.
I told you before, and I'm not changing my principle on this. And I look at Dolores and I look at the Tamers. I'm sure you agree with me on this.
We want to stop what happened to the mountain so that its rightful passage through time can be restored.
I get that.
So that our world never becomes a demon-haunted ruin,
I understand that.
Drosta says. If you know how that can happen, then we beg of you, by all the gods, old and new and lost, tell us.
We need to go back to that same time where we had the choice, Bellis, and then destroy the dragons there.
Do we?
That's what I believe.
I think that maybe if we give them the knowledge to anticipate that this happens, they're the ones who can travel in time. Not us,
How
really.
did those dragons come through the defenses of the mountain?
They were put there by God.
And you think that we can do something about that? Which god?
Hades.
You might as well ask me to swallow the sun. I cannot stop that. What have you done?
Can we not go back to before that decision was made?
Don't see how.
Well,
Or maybe
these people claim to be able to travel time. We know when that time was.
yes, we do.
Couldn't we do the same plan this time? But the only difference is that those dragons don't go to the mountain. Can we not do that?
Yes.
Why did the dragons end up in the mountain? Was that part of the deal you made with this god?
Yes.
Can
I
imagine
asked
it
him
was
to-
trying to do the right thing by a creature.
But we are getting to the point that we need to discuss exactly what happened, and I'm not willing to do that, to not compromise our time here. Again, we get to this point that I'm being forced to disclose the information, which I don't think we should let out in our time, in this moment here.
Alice, I've been having dreams and flashbacks. I feel
Same
like
here.
within
That's
time,
time
it will-
trying to reassert itself.
it will disclose itself to us eventually, surely.
Not if we never knew it.
It
If
will
you're keeping- if
the
you're
more you know,
willingly-
the more you know, the more assuredly it will start to reassert itself and come back and bleed into each other.
If
What
you're
I don't
willingly
understand. Sorry, go ahead.
If you
shut up.
willingly tell us, does that not make more sense than just letting us figure it out for ourselves? Because at least if you tell us, you can explain the reasoning that you went through to get us to this point. Otherwise,
me,
I'm going to
the
be
re-
drawing my own conclusions.
the
In
reasoning
fact, I've
we-
already started.
The reasoning we went through.
We.
We
Right.
went through. Yes.
Okay.
Tavo stands and glares down at you, Bellis.
Mhm.
You took something from us, from me. You took it. And I want to know why. I want to know what was so terrible that was going to happen that you had to do what you've done. Destroying our lives, wrecking their world. And all the time, you keep the secrets in your nasty, wee, pixie little face. And without warning, he has a blade held out, trembling straight to your face. Now, you tell me what I'm going to bloody well make you. And then we go to commercials. Tarbo's blade trembles in front of your face, Bellis. You can see the anger and fear and confusion mingled in his eyes. Spell it now! Explain your bloody self to me! To us!
Tarvo, please calm down. This isn't going to help anything.
I want to know what in all the hells has happened here.
I know, Bellis, and having a knife to her face isn't going to... If anything, it's going to make it worse.
How can it be worse?
Just put the knife away, please.
Listen to me, Tarvo. That feeling that you have lost something, I understand. But trust me, that the thing that you have lost, you can regain.
The knife wavers.
If it were not something that you could regain, I would tell you as well. We didn't come to this decision lightly, that we're at this point in time.
You
Quite
keep
literally.
saying we, but I don't recall ever being a part of any decision that brought us to this point.
No, because you have no memory of that decision. That decision took place at another moment in time. And the fact that you don't know what happened all before that makes you able to continue your life in this timeline without contaminating it further.
Do we
I'm the one
believe
bearing that
him?
burden on my own. And the only reason why I kept the memory is so that I actually could steer us away from making the same mistake
But listen,
that we did in the past.
alright, Tarvo, I think you should put the knife down. It's not worth it. It's not going to get you what you want. But while we are on the subject,
His shoulders slump and the
Bellis.
knife falls to his side.
I really think you should explain yourself. Because keeping these secrets, it's not going to help the rest of us out. It's not.
I agree.
Lay, you've gone really
Let
quiet.
let us
well.
all agree, though, that the information that we learn does not alter our decision making
But not only
in this
that,
time.
You
if
cannot.
we go back again to stop the dragons, then we'll forget it anyway, so there's no harm in telling us.
You will not, Var says. If you made some deal with a god, we have not the power to alter your mind. For us, there is a device that moves us through time as a cork bobs up and down the waters of a river. You will remember everything.
So how
Even
do you
though-
deal with altering timelines wherever you appear? Because every decision that you make changes things and actually creates a new reality. I don't know what happens to the previous reality. Maybe that still exists as well, parallel to it. I have no idea how that works.
We have faith, Drosta says. And you are quite right. There are many, many dreams in this world. And the Great One dreams them all. And our Lord, the Helix, watches over him while he sleeps. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are not real. You, nor I.
Our dreams are reality. I get that, yes.
And so they change. This is not... In most cases, that we perceive the outcomes to be more or less desirable. Those desires, those perceptions, they're also unreal.
That kind of argumentation kind of sucks the motivation out of everybody of us. Huh?
Your
Why bother doing
motivations
anything because nothing is real?
are also unreal.
Huh?
This is the essence of our teachings.
I get that, yes.
Why do things?
And that's why I am a follower of the Ghost Mother and not the follower of your God.
She watches over the Great One while they sleep also. And she likewise knows the world for what it is.
I get that. So
Craft of your dream what you will. Fill it with the essence of your imagination and your love, and this is reflected in the mind of the one which dreams it. However, there are things outside the dream.
the mountain.
Demonkind.
Ah.
And they swarm through it like parasites. And this is something we must stop.
I agree.
For this harms the dreamer.
So the mountain is why you're here, right?
They are here, Dolores says, to find a way to ensure that the mountain returns to Erroth. The demonkind come, that lies with the gods. And I know not and dare not guess at why such a thing comes to pass, but it does. The night of no stars is when they come. And it's a misnomer. In some places it lasted a night, in some places it lasts for 10,000 years.
Depending on the dream.
Depending on which part of the dream. Your world, you might walk across a mountain valley and stumble across ruins that are 10,000 years old. And in the next valley, the trees have been growing there for but 1,000. At the end of the night of no stars, the mountain returns to Erroth. And the three races come forth from it. The Wormborn, the Trollborn, and the House. And they aid those who have endured the night in ousting the demons from this world. But you have made it so the mountain never comes. They want to change that. And I? Yes, I would very much desire it, that the brood of Orm-Cathriax not slay my master and expel me and so many others from our refuge.
Why do they do that? Was there parley? Was there discussion? Or was it just their nature to do so?
They appeared within the Horn Citadel, mad with pain and anger and rage. They would not listen to reason.
Did they say
They
anything?
wanted only to be away from Erroth.
Were they still having silver bands around their neck?
No, although there were scars of some sort.
Yes.
Just a quick question. If all that happened in the past, then how are we here, how we are now? Surely the world would be full of demons like you speak of.
From what we can see, Var says, this Moonwhite's deal with the god moved you onto a parallel existence. There are many, many dreams that make up Erroth. In yours, the world is as it is. In ours, different.
Is there a way for us to go back and change the deal, Bellis? I don't know whether that was a part of their end of the bargain, that had to happen for us to be able to come back, or whether that was something that you wanted. I'm not sure. But is there a way for the deal to work?
It's something that I wanted. I wanted to give foreign Catholics at least something that he tried to achieve.
So
and I thought sending his brethren at least to save themselves into the mountain was...
That was kind of you, Bellis.
It didn't turn out the way that I asked it.
Surely
Had I been
then-
selfish and just asked for what I needed and I wanted, then this would not have been the case.
Then let's go back and change it.
If we have the ability to go back and change it, then do it.
Well, hold on. No,
We
I
have the
prefer that
ability.
we think about all of our options here. All of them. Okay? We know that the phylactery is here right now in this time. The Star of Mopilar, it is here. We know where it is. Why don't we just go find it and destroy it now? What is stopping us from doing that?
Because that won't affect anything about the brood.
We're in a different universe now.
The brood will still
What-
destroy the mountain, and it will still cause a demon invasion.
No,
Exactly.
in this timeline, we haven't
But
we haven't taken them back.
We'd be
have we?
abandoning our original timeline. Like they said, we're in a parallel universe now. We're not in our original time.
Which is why we feel like we've lost something.
If we need to go back to our time, but to do that, we need to stop the dragons from... Because if the deal was for us to come back to this point, and in letting those dragons go, change that, then for that deal to work, he had to make or move us to somewhere else. We can avoid losing something if we just go back and change that one thing.
In this timeline that we are in now, we haven't gone to the past.
Sorry, you're
Belos
freaking out.
hasn't set the dragons into Dragon Mountain, right? So, if we just destroy the phylactery, we destroy Vorn Cathriax, because the other broodmates as we know them are already dead at this point.
In this universe,
no,
yes.
At
Yes.
this point, they have already captured the mountain.
But we've
No,
damned
is that not their
not for us.
We've
No,
damned-
not for us. Not in this timeline. For them,
we've damned a previous universe. That's not okay. We have to do what's right. We can't just hijack another plane of existence and leave
You
those
missed
in
the
our
point
original
that we
to be
went back in
damned.
time and asked for it then. It happened then.
but we're in
change
a
something
different
now.
timeline now. We're on a completely different trajectory than
We can
the one
fix-
that we were on.
But we can fix the other one
How?
by going back.
And doing what?
Stopping the changing the deal.
Renegotiating the deal. And more importantly, the thought occurs to me, what happens if we renegotiate the deal with this god, who I've never heard of?
And we can keep our knowledge then, instead of just Bellis.
What's to say that this god will honor that deal?
And also, my question is, if so many tragic things have happened to us in the other timeline, then why don't we just destroy Voron Cathriax here, now, with the phylactery, and stop all that from happening? Stop whatever happened to Chanta, because she surely messed up. Why don't we do that now?
Thanks, Avel.
This is what we're trying to do. Until these people showed up, because something we did already.
These people are asking us to go back to our original timeline and fix that. Because we made a mistake. That's causing their timeline horrors that we can't even imagine.
And it's our timeline too. We're on the wrong one. We could just go on and live a false life here, or we can go back to ours.
Are we on the wrong timeline?
Maybe we should do what Bellis says, Tara says, and just recover what we've lost and go on with our lives in this place. And I maybe go and get this philanthropy thing, and get rid of the dragon that way. And he turns to the Harmonious. And I know I'm very sorry, but if you say that none of this is real, then good luck to yous.
Chanta approaches the ones who came through the almost time-traveling portal.
Yeah.
And kind of moves away from Avel and just says, if you can time travel, then why don't you go back to the time right before Bellis made the deal and talk to her then? She could make the deal different. Then why are you trying to negotiate with the Bellis here now?
They didn't know where it happened.
It has taken us a considerable amount of time to find you.
But now you know how to find us. What's it? She kind of turns to the others. What's to stop them from, if we say no now, to them just going back to that point, asking that Bellis at that point, and then we cease to exist?
We had trouble. It's the cycle, Dolores says. What you did took place in a previous cycle of history.
Yes.
They could travel there, but it would be difficult, and it was almost impossible for them to locate you in that previous cycle. They came to this one because it is closer to the original timeline.
It is fairly easy to get to that cycle in that moment in time.
You mean the Tempest, Dolores?
Yes, this is how we got there in the first place.
Yes.
We followed Forum Catriax. This is the portal that he used to travel back in time and then do everything that he wanted to do.
Yes.
I can tell you exactly where we were at that point in time. You can talk to Bellis, and you can explain it to her.
And what if they fail?
I think we just go back.
Everyone
guys.
loses.
I just think we go back. I don't get why we aren't just going back.
I agree.
I don't get why we're not just destroying the phylactery while we have the chance. Well, no one else is looking for it.
Our real timeline has been damned. We've jumped to a different one.
So it's been damned, so I'm in a new one.
But that's not fair. We are the reason the other's damned. That's not okay.
I don't have to worry about it.
Look, okay, to address Chanta's concern and to address Avel's concern. Avel, destroying the phylactery doesn't solve the problem with Voron Cathriax here. Destroying the phylactery doesn't kill him.
Why not?
Because
it only makes him mortal.
The Lich. Yeah, makes him mortal. We
destroy it.
Listen, Avel, listen. Phylactery, not important. They think it's important, it's not. Killing the dragon, we do in this circle with the dispel magic. We can do that already. We don't need that. And Chanta, why should we go back in time when these people can go back in time and do it themselves?
Because we cease to exist.
Huh?
We would cease to exist.
No, we
The
would
reason we're here is because of the promise that Bellis made.
not. No, we would go and exist somewhere else.
Why not be one with our original selves? Then we don't feel like we've lost anything.
No, because Bellis will still make the deal, but just will not include the 2 dragons to be set free.
So why not we join with our previous selves?
We'll die. What you're describing is us dying.
If they go back, then we die. That's how I see it, unless I'm seeing this wrong. Unless we go back with them, then we live. They said that we would keep our memories. If we hear it now, we go with them. We would keep our... That's us. We would become us.
Or they go back and then there's a third timeline gets made. And we just stay here and nothing changes for us anyway.
Staying here is promising a third timeline. If we stay here, that's a definite third timeline that will be made. Or if we go back, we can potentially slim it down to just one. And why not make that chance? You think about that. You were just so angry about things that you felt like you've lost. This could potentially give you back what you've lost. You would be connected with your original self. These people here, we're not meant to be here. We don't fit in. I'm not meant to be Byrne. I'm not. Aldrich's armor's changed. He doesn't
I want to point out to you that you're mistaken. You feel lost because you lost memories of the time that happened between.
Then in the new one, we make sure, in the new deal, we ensure that we keep our memories.
Yes.
Yeah, not just balance.
Okay, fair enough. That's all possible, but you have to realize that the loss is from that. It's not from something else, because I retain my memories, and I do not feel lost like you do.
Okay,
so
then that solves the problem.
The reason why you feel bad is because you lost your memories, not because time has taken away. Taking you to a different timeline. That's not it. Because then I would feel that loss but the same.
Why didn't you let us keep our memories?
Well, that ship has sailed now, because you have been so nagging and forcing me to tell everything. I have told you all the information that I was supposed to keep to myself. I've been
What do you mean
forced to
supposed
disclose
to?
it. Huh?
Why were you supposed to keep it to yourself? What good does that do to anybody here?
It stops us from making mistakes.
But surely if we know all the variables, we can plot out the best course of action.
No, I do not agree with that.
And
the only reason why I allow, because I got the choice from this god, who was not a nice god.
No, Dolores says, he is a monster.
Yeah. But actually he is the precursor god of my ghost mother, apparently.
If the one favor you're
Death
asked,
has worn many masks.
Exactly. That's what I realized.
I for one want to go back with them, change the deal, and to become myself again with this memory and the previous memories, and just change the deal. That's what I want to do. If anyone wants to do something else, I'm willing to hear it out, but that's where I stand. At the end of the day, I serve Valandor, and I will follow what Aldrich says or does, but that's just my take on it, Bellis.
Well, what about Vorum Cathriax? What do we do about him?
If this deal goes through,
we'll
as
come
it
back
did,
where we are now, and we can just dispel it again. We'll be in the
Yes.
exact same place, except for we would have our memories, and their timeline won't be messed up. Everything else will be the same. There's no real loss there.
There's one significant difference that you guys have to realize, is that we, at this point in time, if we go back with 2 eyes of Kalex. They're not gone. They're here, right here. So if we re-go on this decision, we take back 2 eyes of Kalex into the other time portal, and who knows what happens. Maybe these eyes were actually what causes the demons to rule over their world. Maybe these eyes are what's going to cause these demons to rule over this world in a later point on time in this timeline.
But you said that you knew how to destroy them.
I do. I have. At least I knew. I have
Then we
So
let
how about you
Cathriax breathe on the eye, breathe on the crown. He frees himself, and as soon as he does that, we then leave, go back in time, and then that thing he did is nullified.
I have another idea. We met a previous dragon, a dying dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why can that dragon not destroy the eyes?
He would destroy the crown.
And then you do your prayer. And then make the deal.
The thing is, we can't destroy the eyes until we've destroyed Vorum Cathriax, because if we destroy all of the eyes, he will be released.
But in that timeline, Vorum Cathriax is in Bone Mother Tolorin's body.
But we won't have the eyes of Kalax in that timeline.
We'll
We're not
be
bringing them with
taking
us.
them. If we take them with us, then the dragon can destroy.
Why would you need to take them with you?
We need them destroyed, do we not?
I have a
Yes,
question.
but they'll be here when we come back to this timeline.
Bellis's character is very intelligent. So's Chanta. Is there a way we can kind of, because I feel like I'm going off of how I read this situation. Chanta's very intelligent, probably way more intelligent than I am. How does she? Jadarian is also very smart. Is there a way that? How does she? What is her? Does she like? I'm not picking up on any kind of other form of logic, so I don't know what she is.
Oh, okay. I have another suggestion as well.
Here's the loop as it currently stands. Okay. In your original timeline, you freed Vorum Cathriax by getting him to destroy the eyes and the crown. He became Dragon Emperor, right? And then ultimately conceived a plan whereby he could go back in time through the Tempest to free his younger self and his broodmates, go to the mountain, and never have to become a Dracolich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That leaves your timeline more or less intact, although some elements of history would be different, including the fact that you, Shanta, Aval, and Jadarian would not exist.
Yep.
Right? Because of certain things that proceed from the actions of the brood.
Yep.
Okay. You followed him back, and Bellis made a deal with Hardis to loop you back around to where you are now.
Yeah.
Okay. In doing so, there's been some weird memory overlap issues, right? Yeah. In your past, Vorum Cathriax, it's not clear what happened to the Dracolich version of him, nor is it clear what happened to the original young version of him. However, you do know that his two broodmates were sent directly into the mountain by Hardis,
yeah,
where they took it over.
Yeah, that was the one change, basically.
It never came back to Erroth, and the demons continued to rule the world.
Yep.
Okay. Now, these Harmonials are proposing that they can somehow take you back in time physically.
Yes.
Right. And if you want to go back to change the deal with Hardis, what's actually going to happen is there are then going to be two of you.
Okay.
They're not going to merge your consciousness or bodies in the same way that Hardis can. You will arrive back in the Valandor Dragon Chamber to see the earlier versions of yourself there.
Okay.
Okay.
I was seeing it as the way that, because we've been looped, I was seeing it that it would be the
because
same
God,
situation of us being merged.
That's because a god was involved.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, they're going to use a magic stick. So you will have a situation whereby you will probably have to physically or verbally stop yourselves from doing what you were doing. Okay.
I have a plan which might conceive of that then.
Okay. Assuming you're successful, that will put things to rights in that the brood will never take over the mountain. Okay. The downside of that is Vorum Cathriax's response, the Dracolich's response in Tulora's body, might simply be to go back through the breach and return to the original timeline. And if you recall, one of the consequences of Vorum Cathriax leaving the original timeline was the destruction of Damaresh and the deaths of thousands of people because he'd made a contingency.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are weighing up the world ruled by demons when it shouldn't be,
Mhm.
right? Or Vorum Cathriax getting away and coming back to the original timeline and Damaresh being destroyed. Or Vorum Cathriax and his brood getting to the mountain, maybe not taking it over, but then 3 of you will cease to exist. And then
Well, I don't want that.
finding a way to line those up with each other. Okay?
Okay.
So
So
that's
okay.
largely the loop as it exists.
I have a
Okay.
third
In
loop.
its various forms.
There's a third option. You get another god to do the time jump instead of having these guys with the stick do it.
If you can find another god who will be so motivated as Hardis was by the discoveries
Nice
that
mother.
Because if the only way to time jump without duplicating yourself is to have a god do it, then that's what we need to figure out.
it requires high magic of one form
Yeah.
or another. Yes.
Okay, my suggestion here. And it kind of hinges on the fact that if you go through the storm, at whatever point in time that you go through the storm, you go to the same point in time in the old dream, correct?
Yes. Yeah, so if you went back through the storm now, you'll be arriving too late.
No.
You'll be
because
you'll be arriving after your. Oh, you mean when your initial cells will be gone?
yeah, if we go to the storm right now,
Yeah,
this point in time, yeah.
you're going to arrive back 2 days after your previous visit.
Oh, so the amount of time that passes in the certain.
Yeah, aren't the time
Yeah.
that we're in, aren't we like a few months in front of, or 6 months in front of when we left?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Yeah, you're up to a year behind. Yeah, up to a
Right.
year in reverse. Yes.
That's correct, right?
Yes.
So we could drop something in there.
Oh, like a message.
That will certainly be picked. Make sure that we drop something in there, which will certainly be picked up by Bellis and everybody else when they go down there in their time moment, and that will notify them of what or will notify Bellis of what she should not and should do.
If we drop it on the ledge that some of us were standing on while the other 2 went down to see the dragon,
Yeah,
they will see it.
Does it make sense what I'm saying?
yeah, because we
That's-
landed at a certain spot.
So then Bellis will have the information she needs to renegotiate her deal with Hades in the proper way.
That's assuming, of course, you end up in the same
And
time,
not only that, it's
in
assuming
the
that
same
Vorum Cathriax
same
doesn't.
reality.
It's assuming
only
Vorum Cathriax
actually-
doesn't find it first, and that we have to go through a Nightingale base.
Why would he find it first? He doesn't know that place. He doesn't know where we visit.
If we went through, if
Uh,
it goes through the exact same place, he would have gone through first.
Yeah, he does. He goes through before you. To answer your question, Arnaut, there's only one parallel universe at the end of the last cycle. All the others die off.
Oh, okay. So there's no risk of us like ending up in the. So that at least is kosher. Okay, that works. I'm happy with that.
This was all
Simplifies-
covered. Actually, this was all covered in 2001, and I'm a bit disappointed that you don't remember it. To be honest.
I'm sorry. I blame being a dad.
So if this is a thing that we could do, my proposal is that we continue what we were doing right now, and we ask our new guests in this timeline here to be patient for a bit. We go finish off Vorum Cathriax with our Dispel Magics. Yeah, that's one. Then we go and kill these eyes of Salix.
In Damrush.
With the dragons, no, the dragons that we know. See whether they can kill those eyes of Kalax for us.
Okay.
And then we go and we drop, or we can actually do that already, but we can drop something in there, and I need to wrap my mind around what that exactly should be, or how we should do that. We probably need some magic for that. An item which will be there to wait.
Message in a
canyon.
bottle.
Exactly, a canyon
Yeah.
that will immediately call out to Billis and everybody else that it's there for them to pick up.
Okay.
Does it make sense, guys?
It makes sense, yes. And it prevents.
Well, if we go back in there, that's it. We have 2 doubles of us in that time, and we have no idea how to get back. I have no idea whether I will be able to renegotiate a deal with the god, who I'm sure is not a very patient god anyway.
No.
Or you remember the kind of role that was required for you to get his attention in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and the other thing is that when Baron Cathrax went through the gap, and then we followed afterwards, he was already ahead, so it doesn't drop you through at the exact same point of time, which would show that the bottle could be there for ages, or afterwards it could be too late.
We landed with the wyverns on a ledge. That's where we leave the message. Yeah, I stick one of my arrows in the tree there, for example, and with the message.
It's very simple. We have a magic mouth spell, which we put on something, on an item or whatever, and we put it there, and that's triggered by our appearance, because you can trigger a magic mouse spell to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. The only thing, my only second concern is, Hades is a god. Yeah.
Yes.
Gods can probably see multiple timelines and can see through all of this.
No, he couldn't. Actually, that's why he was so happy to give us this wish, because he was very grateful for us bringing news from this timeline.
Oh, of course, the cycle. Yes.
That breaks his vision.
That's what that, and that saves us, because if he could see us negotiating this with ourselves and coming up with this plan, he might.
No, I don't think, because we're not harming him. He still gets what he wants.
He doesn't have any care either way. It was just bloody good news from next Tuesday for him.
Yeah, and he was just very happy to give somebody who still believes in him after that all happens. It was a gift. Yeah. But you don't come back to renegotiate the gift you've been given. So I'm not very positive that renegotiating would be the course of action to take here.
No, but this is a much more solid plan, because it eliminates the second loop.
We like this.
I like it.
The only thing we need to ensure is that we actually succeed in killing Vokfor and Cathrax here. And that we kill those 2 eyes of Xelax before anything gets to us to do so, and we drop that thing down the maelstrom and survive until that happens.
We need to also, it's a Nightingale base. We need to get there, but it's a Nightingale base where the thing is. So when we go there,
there's outside,
and there's a lich there.
Yeah, but we don't need to go near them.
Character discussion, I'm presuming, right?
Yeah. Because Chance doesn't know that, but Bellis does.
Yes.
But there's a lich there. And that's a Nightingale base, so...
That's a certain part of the base. The Maelstrom is a massive thing around the whole...
It's underneath the whole city, so it's not really relevant. Yeah, we don't need to go
okay, so it doesn't... Yeah. Okay, alright, that's fine. I saw it as, the only way to get to it was through that bit. Okay, that's fine then. That's all good.
Okay. That looks like that's the
Everybody
plan.
On board? Any things that you see that might go wrong? Because I'm not sure whether I've covered all the angles here.
The only thing I can think going wrong is purely because when we went through, we were behind Thor and Cathrax, which meant that there is a time difference between when someone goes in and another does. That's my only worry, is that we shoot that message in and it doesn't either stand the test of time, something happens to it, or we're too late, and that's my worry.
Yeah, we have to ensure that message survives.
Yeah, it needs to be a certain thing.
What are we going to experience? We're just going to stop being.
No.
Part of the deal was we keep our memories.
We will continue to be.
But there's no one to make a deal. We'll be stuck on this timeline, and
Well, maybe Bellis goes.
No.
I would almost imagine that we would just suddenly remember.
Yes, but then we're still stuck here.
Who knows? Maybe we get transformed into another timeline.
But we don't know that.
No.
That's a
we won't know.
variable.
Yeah.
So we
Have you
could
any-
just be potentially stuck
maybe
here.
we are already stuck in another timeline, being oppressed by demons. How would you know?
Oh, great! You're just full of good
No,
ideas.
but look, I'm throwing the same logic back at you here. So
Why don't we do the magic mouth and also write the message as well?
I need to think a little bit more on that. Just the magic mouth is a thing, but
But we could
I have some
also
other,
do the written thing. I could seal it. I could put my seal on it. Valandor can put its seal on it.
yeah.
So, Dolores says, we will leave you for a day,
Bid us luck.
during which you will prepare yourselves and make this Dracolich, I understand.
Well,
That's the
we've been trying.
plan. Yeah. We've been trying for 2 days already, but it's difficult.
In sunset tomorrow, we will see you here again.
We hope we bring
I
you
thank
better
you.
news.
And she looks at you, Avel, and Tarvo. I thank you for the chance to have back what we lost.
You're welcome.
Tarvo says nothing. And so back to the dead forest. A glimmer of hope. A way to thread multiple needles, but no certainty of the outcome. How this will affect you, you do not know. There are more pressing concerns beforehand. A night of study, of prayer, filling your minds with the energies of the master of the dispel magic. And hopefully, one last time in the presence of the dragon.
Well, hopefully I get 6 tries next time.
I sense a swirling of possibilities around you. You seek salvation after damning so many. You have been worthy adversaries. I wish you the very best of luck. Bastards. And if you are successful, I beg a message to Shanta. Tell her I am sorry.
Will do.
All right then, for the third and hopefully last times.
This is going to kill
Let's
Shanta.
see it. That's an awful thing to say.
Oh dear.
Can I go first this time?
Yeah.
Change maybe the luck a bit. Here we go. Number 1. 19. Getting closer every time. 7. Not so close. The last one. 14. It's up to you, Jade Aaron.
No pressure.
Ding, 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 ding,
I might just roll them all at once.
We need James here, don't we?
Yeah. All right. This
I
is
think it's a good one. Roll them all at once.
4 spells and a pearl. Okay.
Yep.
You
You got it?
Yes,
can't
I
see
see
from
it.
that
I
angle.
see it.
I
The
don't
one
see
in
it.
the
I don't
middle.
see
The
it.
one in the middle.
Ah,
Yay!
yeah, baby.
And let's see if the scroll would have worked. Scroll wouldn't have worked, but I've still got the scroll at least.
The lights of the circle around Voron Cathriax flare with lurid white energies, and his head goes back. Entire body stiffens, just hangs there. For what seems like an age. And then, moment by moment, a piece of flesh falls away. And then another. And a crumble of bone. A length of leather from its wings. And then, like a sand castle coming undone before the onrushing tide, the entirety of the great dragon just falls in an evanescing rain of dead flesh. Green fire hangs in the air, outlining the last vestiges of its shape. And then a verdant starfall. Motes of green lights twinkle to the stone floor and go out.
That one sounded different, Aldrich.
Warren Catherine is dead.
I say,
I think they succeeded.
puny dragon.
Mm.
I'm just going to
Nice one,
see which one
worthy
that was.
adversary indeed.
That was my second spell, so I've still got my pearl and 2 extra, if I need them. Did we win?
Well, we got this
Well,
part done.
against him at least.
Nothing feels like it's changed. Is the circle gone, or is it still there?
The circle is now nothing more than dull runes on the floor itself. Nothing changes. True. In this timeline, at least, Vorm Cathrax cannot go back. But, of course, you are not from this timeline. And your hopes must rest upon your attempt to change the past.
So he's turned to dust, right?
Yes.
I collect some of the dust.
Okay. Outside.
Yeah.
Oh, carry on, please.
No.
Shanta and Aldrich. Indeed, it feels different. A tremor in the ground, and Shanta, for you, an emptiness. The memory's vague, but with this southern hollowness inside you, you feel certain that you know where these draconic powers must have come from. That source is now gone, and your blood their only legacy. Wow, what have we here? A woman's voice says. And again, there's that weird freaking sensation of something you're sure you should recognize. She comes sauntering out of the tree line,
Who the hell?
swinging
Whisper,
her
dudes.
hips ludicrously. Two of you alone.
Whisper.
Unfortunate. Do you have them?
Have what?
Come. Do you have them?
No.
Let's go inside.
I don't think you will. Azamar. You turn, and he actually steps out from behind a pillar between you and the entrance.
Who?
Azamar.
Azamar.
Azamar. This gentleman, you may or not remember him and his funky armor and his magic stick.
Oh, well, the armor I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, him.
It's about to get weird. I mean, weirder.
Yeah, lizard man.
I don't have them. I don't.
He cradles the staff across his chest.
I cradle my Ranseur across mine.
And I cradle Squee against mine.
Then we will wait here for your companions to return and make sure that they give us what we need.
It's weird. Have I killed you before? I just.
He looks at you, just a complete blank expression on his face.
The good thing is, guys, they're only low level now.
I kind of love the idea that for some reason it takes a while, so we're all just like kind of stood outside awkwardly staring at each other.
It's only actually a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
We're like 4 levels higher now.
As you guys
This
make
is,
your
of
way
course,
up,
assuming that that's what they are.
the rest of you make your way up into the open air. Well, you see the voluptuous young woman
Don't say that.
and heavily
Aldrich, don't
armored
look.
individual standing essentially between Shanta and Aldrich and the entrance into the Worm's Grave.
Just for reference sake, we have not killed them yet in this time, right?
You haven't even met them yet.
I'm the only one who knows them.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing Jadarian recognizes what he's wearing, though.
Well,
Why do you guys give me an initiative roll now anyway, and just in case things take
Just
off.
in case, yeah.
Oh, where are my dice?
Like, would I have recognized him wearing the armor?
It looks like Jadarian's armor, yeah, a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. A bit weird.
Yeah, maybe
was
they're
the-
from the same shop.
What's
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Well, then I'll get your numbers in a second, please. I'm writing some stuff down.
Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Hi, we're on the street.
6, right?
Yeah, D6 plus
Yeah.
dex.
Yeah.
Okay, Aldrich,
8.
Bellis,
7.
7, Shanta,
6.
6, Jadarian,
6.
Arvel,
5.
5.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Tango is on a 2.
My natural 20.
I'm sure you know why we're here, the woman says. So your two friends here claim they don't have them. Sure.
It is Whisper the succubus and Azamar the flunky.
Why is he wearing my armor? Oh.
Why is he wearing my armor? Azamar says.
Well, one of you is gonna have to change.
Beware this lady's kisses here. She's a bit of a foul mouth.
Oh,
More foul than you know, Moonlight. Full of secrets.
Mhm.
Is that all you possess? Perhaps there's
Bellis
something else you'd like to
Bellis
share
is
with me.
talking, and while she's talking, she's twirling her staff.
If we're gonna go into melee style actions, we're gonna slip into initiative.
No, it depends. I'm just powering up my staff, but they don't know that.
Those people who have magic sight can see exactly what's going on here.
Okay.
So if that's what you're
So
doing,
then I'll not be doing that. I thought that was invisible. Okay.
are secrets the only thing that you have, or is there something else you'd like to share with me, Moonlight?
Absolutely not.
You know why we're here.
I'm sure I do. Yes.
you
Hand
think
them over, and none of you need die. Fail to do so, and you most certainly will.
Well, we'll have to try that then.
Have we heard this before, Bellis?
It's a succubus, and she's tried to kill us before many times. We've killed her a couple of times.
And what about this gentleman
I
with my armor?
very
I'm
much
guessing.
doubt that.
I'm guessing, obviously, as I'm wearing this armor. I must remember. Oh no.
There is actually a memory of a wedding? A really unpleasant wedding, actually.
Oh yes, I remember. Avelle was performing.
I was performing at a wedding? Oh my
Was it?
god.
Whose wedding was it? Just anyone? You know?
Was it Morgath? I don't remember.
Dalgath.
Dalgath. Yeah.
Ew.
So,
I want to perform at their wedding.
Didn't
you
I-
choose the way of pain. Excellent.
No.
Be ready, people.
Okay. I shoot Azamar 3 times.
Okay. You can take one shot at him.
I
One.
kill them both.
Oh dear, 6 on a dice. Hang on.
It's my favorite thing. I'm just
His
watching.
armor class 25.
I was watching a terrible horror film the other day, and just someone who was like trapped just suddenly was like free. It was just like, oh, how did you escape? I just left. Just left. So I'll just kill him.
Armor class is 25, yeah?
Yeah.
Have I put my +2 on yet? I have, yeah. I missed by 1 then.
You missed. The arrow hurtles past his head. He staggers sideways and shouts, "Aid us now!" From the cliff tops above, you hear the sound of flapping wings and vulture-like screeches as a pair
God.
of rock take to the air and come descending down toward you. You've killed these guys before too. Whisper dances backward, and you can see her closing her eyes. Now, mother, now would be a good time. However, Aldrich, you're up first.
Okay, I'm going to charge Whisper.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Whisper.
I am going to hit her with my Ranseur. At least I'm going to try.
Okay. She's AC 20.
Okay, I hit. First strike hits armor class.
It's a charge, so you only get one attack.
No, I meant like I'm going to go towards her and attack her. I didn't mean to literally
Okay.
charge.
All right.
Let me see. That's armor class 31. Do you want me to roll damage first and then do the next one, or? Yes.
Please do. Please roll damage, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. First hit is 13 damage,
What, by the way, what plus is your blade?
+2, and it's
Yep.
versus evil.
Yep,
So
okay.
it has benefits against evil creatures as well. And then
This is
half strike.
Is this Valagant?
No, this is my magical
The
Ranseur.
Ranseur. Yep.
Yeah. Half strike is a natural 20. which does max damage. That's 15 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the last main
Oz.
strike. You said armor class 20? Yes, then it's an exact hit. And that also does 13 points of damage. So 13, 15, 13. And it has a bonus against evil.
That's an extra d6s though.
I don't know. I've never rolled this.
Mine's extra d6 against evil.
Do I roll that, or do you roll that?
You roll
I
it.
roll it.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, you can roll it.
And I take it 3 times. So that's an extra 3 on the first, an extra 4 on the second, and an extra 1 on the third.
Okay, the blade slashes into her, flaring with sacred energy as it reacts against her chaotic evil cleavage. She
Yes, her cleavage is about to get cleavaged.
It is. She doesn't. She quite simply lets the blow come to her.
Yeah.
Okay, a natural 1, a natural 20, and a 7. Throws herself, her arms around your neck and closes her jaws around your throat. It's only 2 points of damage. However, then you feel the energy drawn from you.
Did I hurt her at all, or?
Yeah, you hurt her a lot, yes.
Oh, okay. You didn't describe that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Remember cleavage?
Yes.
Oh, you were referring to what the sword did, not to something else. Okay.
Although the bite of her teeth through your neck is not massively significant, the sudden loss of energy as she quite literally inhales a fragment of your soul. You lose a level. Your max hit points drop to 58, and you get a -1 on all your hits from now on.
Give me a sec, guys. Sorry.
There's no save against that? Okay.
No? What edition do you think you're playing? At the same time, all right, we'll have to come back to Bellis. So Bellis would act next, but she's, I don't know, I'm thinking of some other way to mess things up for the party. Who knows? At the same time, then Shanta and Jadarian both get to go.
Okay. I will shoot. The succubus 3 times.
Okay, what plus are your bows and arrows?
+2.
Yep.
Against evil as well.
Yep.
I got a 7, 7, and a natural 20.
Which is armor class 20.
So 7 and 7 is armor class 25.
Okay.
So that's a max damage of 16, 22, and then a 6 and a 4. So 22 plus that's 20, 42, and 8, 42 and an 18. 60. Oh, no, sorry, no, that's wrong. I was adding max's damage for the 6s as well. So that is 22, and then that is, I rolled a 6 plus 8, so that's 14, 4 plus 8, 12, and then another these 2 6s and a 5 and a 6. What's that?
It's enough.
That's 59. That was close.
Her body pitches backwards, arrows piercing her from all angles. As she goes down, the flesh becomes smoke, blown from existence in but a few seconds.
And I move 30 foot.
Okay. Bellis, by the way, you acted 1 moment before this, but you were away. What were you doing?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I needed to open the door. Sorry.
That's fine.
She casts a Shadow Blink spell.
On herself.
On herself, yeah. And
Okay.
starts twirling her thing while she's hidden.
Okay. And also Shanta.
So how far away are the rocks?
The rocks are sweeping down towards you. Currently, they're 50 foot in the air. Will probably be closer within a few seconds.
So if I was to, for example, aim my lightning wand at him,
You could fork it and hit both of them, yes.
yes, I would like to do that, please.
So this is a third level invisibility spell that she's under.
Yeah,
I don't know
gotcha.
whether that's relevant, but it might be.
Okay, and you unleash a blast from the lightning wand. I'll save you rolling for damage as you discover, surely it's just one of these weird temporal memories that slipped your mind, but demons are immune to electricity. And the lightning crackles around them and splatters up against the side of the cliff face. One of them, however, peels off and comes straight towards you, the other streaking towards Jadarian.
I always forget the important stuff.
Okay. Moments before the rocks attacks land home, Avel.
Okay, can I use my one of my chromatic orbs against the rock
Yeah, sure.
that's coming down towards me? Okay. So what am I haven't used a spell in so long in D&D. What am I rolling? A D20?
Yeah, to hit with a chromatic orb, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Whoa! Hold on, it's not level. Wait. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. The rocks, however, are armor class 25, so that's not going to hit. The orb goes flailing past and bursts in a welter of flame against the pillar. The thing flies straight past you, jaws open, wings wide, claws at the ready, and goes slamming straight for, well, one for Shanta and one for Jadarian.
How far away is it when you throw your orb?
I don't know.
If
How far?
If you're very close by, if it's within 10 yards, you get a +3 to hit. You know that. Just remember.
I don't think it was in 10 yards.
Okay.
No, 10 yards is 30 feet. So, okay, so Shanta, currently armor class 16. 8s or higher. A 1, a 12, 13, and another. Oh, that's a 7, not a 1. Shit dice. So that's 2 misses, 2 hits from the claws and the wings. 6 damage from claws and wings, Shanta. That puts you on 22, and then it snaps at you with its beak. Exactly what it needs to hit. And that's another 5. Puts you on 17. And it goes streaking past you, curving straight up into the air, and then turning around to come back down again for another similar attack. Jadarian, your armor class, however, is 23.
24 currently.
24 because you moved, yeah.
Yep.
15s or higher. Wings, a 16 and a 4. Claws, an 18 and a 1. And bite, 7. Okay, so 4, 5, only 6 damage from you as a rake from the claw and a hard slap from the edge of its wings. Puts you on a flat 40. Next to you, however, it lands just right next to you, right up close. And you can see across its body all these little yellow pustules beginning to grow. Okay. Tavo rolls undercover behind one of the pillars, out of sight momentarily. And Azamar comes striding forward, thrusts his hand outright toward you, Aldrich. Not much armor class 20. Okay. 10s or higher. The dice is easier to read. 14. Aldrich, you feel a blast of demonic energy slams through your body. You feel ribs break, shoulders dislocate, blood explodes from your nostrils. You drop to one knee as the harm spell takes effect.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You have 4 hit points left. And he spins his demon staff with both hands above you, preparing to deliver the coup de grace. And in response to her daughter's call, a short way away out of the tree line, this figure comes slithering into view.
Oh God.
Female upper body clad in ornate armor. Her lower form, that of a writhing serpent. And 6 arms, each with an ornate blade. With a hellish, high-pitched, shrieking war cry, she comes streaking, slithering across the open ground toward all of you. Inish, please. Whisper's gone. Vrox. 2. Okay, Aldrich.
8.
8 again. Bellis.
7.
7. Shanta.
3.
3. Judarian.
8.
Okay, Judarian.
Wait, what about me?
I don't think you deserve an action this round. Go on.
Okay. Well, I got a 6, so.
A 6. Fine. A 6.
Jodarian will speak the words Haladagol and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And then move away from this creature.
Away from the rock.
Yeah. Like,
Is
as far
that,
as
is that invisibility?
greater invisibility, yeah.
Greater invisibility. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. And back away as rapidly as you can. Intelligence check to see if it notices you. Yes. It seems to be able to see the shuffling of your feet across the ground, and as you depart, its jaws snap out after your retreating form, which is armor class 27 at the moment.
What, because
So-
I'm invisible, yeah?
Yeah, so he needs a 19 to hit you. And it was a 3. Good job. It jaws clack on nothing but empty air behind you as you scurry away across the open ground. Almost simultaneous with that, Aldrich.
Okay, I'm going to hold all my attacks for parrying.
Yeah.
Well, come on. And I'm going to back away towards Bellis. But I'm going to use a tactical retreat so as to not provoke an attack from them.
Withdraw speed, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All actions held. Bellis.
Bellis is in a shadowy area, invisible.
Yes, I know.
And see, I'm going to stay in the shadows and try and reach Aldrich within my range of my healing.
Your pulse.
Yes.
That's completely possible, yeah. There's enough pillars and columns and overgrown trees in the area for you to slither close to where he is. He's kind of looking over your shoulder. Oh, the fuck is she? But as he backs toward where you were, you position yourself to be at least near him.
Will the
And
pulse
I
get
let
the
go
rest
of
of
the
us?
pulse.
And you let go of a pulse. Roll for it, please.
Yes.
Does the pulse get the rest of us then, or?
It depends on who is in near
I don't know.
Aldrich.
Not you, Judarian. You specifically moved 30 feet away
What
already.
about more so Chanter, I was thinking of.
Yeah, am I close enough?
Um,
She hasn't moved, so
She hasn't moved, no. So,
But she
yes.
would be. Yeah.
Yes.
That is. 28.
28. Okay, that puts you on 32, Aldrich.
Okay.
And
Better than
Shanta,
4.
and heals you fully. Okay, nice.
Does that-
Owl.
Does that
Okay.
also
I
hurt
have a
demons?
question. I have a question. Is any of these demons also in range of this or not?
No.
Okay, so it's not an attack. It's not an attack then.
One's rocks in the. No, none of them is. No.
Okay.
No, the only one that's in melee was over by Judarian, so.
So there are no demons currently in my range for Silverfire?
You can physically go and close with the one that's standing by Judarian, running over, or you can charge forward to the large 6-armed demon snake woman.
No, I'm gonna take care of the Vrock, I think.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over to Judarian, and while I'm running, I take out Silverfire and sort of run into a.
It immediately
attack.
gleams with silver light.
Oh my god, it's a lightsaber. Cool.
It's not done that before,
Yeah, it has.
has it?
It does
Okay,
it
so
on
that is a
when it's excited.
21 to hit.
21 to hit. The Vroks are armor class 25.
Balls.
And even coming from behind gives you a +2. That only puts it up to 23. And nevertheless, you stab out at the Vrok. It leaps away from Judarian, realizing that there is a more present danger.
Wait. I have a +1 to hit for my strength, so it does take it up to 25. I forgot to add that.
That would take it up to 24.
How?
21 plus 2 from behind is 23, plus 1 for strength is 24.
No, because it's +5 to hit on Silverfire anyway.
What did you roll?
A 16.
That's still only 24.
Oh.
What are you charging? Does that make any difference?
Well, if you charge, you get +2, don't you?
If you're
well.
charging, then it would be a hit, yes.
Well, I was. I said that I was charging towards him.
Have the hit then.
Yeah,
Take
that's
an
what I
take an armor
thought.
class penalty. So roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah, no ones on your damage dice
Thank
after
you.
all that
You
malarkey.
watch.
Okay, I got a. So it's a D8, right?
Yeah, plus whatever it says on your character sheet.
Yeah. So I got 9.
Okay, Silverfire slashes into the Vrok's shoulder and wings. Some of the wings actually catch fire with dancing silver flames. and
Yeah.
it
That's right. Up
gives a
yours.
horrified scream, spins around. The yellow and orange pustules all across its body, growing thicker, almost fit to burst.
Yeah, you don't want to be around when that happens.
No.
Nope.
That's why I was shaking my head
Can I
when you
move
said
back
you went towards it.
after I finish my
No,
attack?
you've used your movement to close ground with a charge.
Okay.
Key
Well, I'm wearing dragon armor, aren't I?
doesn't let you fly.
Yeah, but it might protect me or something.
It might protect you. Yes, it might protect you.
Yes.
It might not.
This is why, boys and girls, you always need to wear a mask.
Okay, Asimar glares at the area around Judarian and Shanta, guessing that there must be something there, and barks the words of a dispel magic.
I suck it in with the
You're not near there.
orb.
It's
What?
not directed at you.
Oh.
A 3, it fails. You remain invisible, Bellis.
Oh, I thought you were doing it to us. Okay.
No.
It's not all about you.
Well, he mentioned Shanta and Jadarian. I was like, oh, okay. Obviously, he's trying to dispel the thing.
I think he meant Aldrich.
Sorry, I meant to say Shelter and Aldrich. I said
Oh.
Judarian. I misspoke.
Just a quick, because I can't remember because it's been a while. What can demon? Is it only silver weaponry, or does some magic work?
It's fire.
It depends on how powerful the demon is, but magic will work. They don't.
So
You
electricity
recall them taking no damage from electricity. You've seen them take diminished damage from fire. The most effective thing that you've seen are magic missiles and acid.
Okay. I mean,
And silver fire. Wait, does Aldrich's fancy Valandor blade do anything against demons? Do we know?
Shanta, what are you doing?
so I think there's a rock that's going to come down at me.
Yeah, he's getting ready to swoop down towards you.
And my magic missiles don't do much damage on their own, so I think I'm probably best to just try and preserve my body. I can't remember which one out of Phantom Armor or Shield is the one that's best for like raising AC.
Shield raises AC considerably.
Okay, I would like to cast Shield on myself then, and attempt to just try and if there is cover I can hide behind, I would like to do that with my movement. But I'm not sure if there's a possibility of that.
Those pillars.
Okay.
Aren't
Yeah, there's pillars. So you the shield spell boosts your armor class to 23, and getting behind hard cover will put it up to further to 27.
Perfect. That's what I would like to do, please.
Okay, and you go scurrying, squat down behind one of the pillars, even as the rock swoops towards you, trying to close and finish the deal. Okay, so it's 19s or higher. Claw, miss. Bite, claw, miss. Wing, 18, miss. Other wing, miss. And bite, miss. Two of them come real close, scraping the edge of the pillar, and in fact, its bite almost closes around your shield and is pushed away by the force field that's up in front of you. Your tactical decision and the spellcasting protects you really quite well. Over by Judarian and Avil, the pustules pop. And there is
I
an
moved away from
explosion
it, didn't I?
There's an explosion of spores erupt outward.
No! No, not yellow mold. Please, not again.
Didn't I move away from it? That's why I wanted to move away from it.
I got the
This
hiccups.
is why you should never give rocks chili.
Yeah. You both suffer 6 points of damage from the explosion of spores.
So it still gets me even though I moved away, yeah?
Yep.
Git.
That puts you at 34, Judarian, and 39, Avil.
Okay.
And then worse, you see the spores beginning to burrow their way into your skin, putting down tiny little tendrils, anchoring, trying to find a home that they can feed on. But for the time being, at least,
It's just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
there are more things to be concerned by as the Marilith just hones straight in toward Aldrich.
Of course she.
So, Aldrich, are you using a perfect parry, or are you going to roll for parries?
No, I'm going to use perfect parries wherever I can, which is 2
Okay.
attacks,
Yep,
and then I'll roll for the last one.
for the
Not
remaining.
that it matters because she's got 20,000 attacks.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, please, I'd like to run into this wall of swords.
Okay, so the first parry, she hits a 19, so that's going to be a miss anyway.
Well, if she misses, I will save my parries if possible.
So you parry 2. Number 3, she misses. Number 4 is a hit at 29.
So I have to hit 29?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means I have to roll 12 or higher. No, 13 or higher. 16.
All right. Clang! You managed to parry the blow with your butt. Well done.
With my butt.
Yeah. And then her last 2 attacks.
Bob and weave, bob and weave.
And that's a hit. And that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 damage.
I
And
hate her.
puts you on
17.
17. Okay. And then she kind of rises up in front of you and attempts to lunge forward, dropping her coils around your body. Oh, misses by 2. You roll sideways, and the coils slam around nothing but empty air. She snarls and spins to face you, attempting to, fully intending to press the attack. At this point, Tavo appears singly out of nowhere behind Azamar and stabs him rather convincingly in the back of the neck.
Nice one.
Triple damage. 4, 12, 15 in total. Azamar yells in agony, spins to see who's done it, but Tavo was gone.
Yes.
I can
You
just picture,
didn't see me.
I just picture Squee with little pom-poms.
I'm not here. Inish, please. Rocks. Christ, these guys are useless. Azamar.
Well, they used to not
Ooh,
be
I got a
useless.
6.
6.
Maralingo. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, initiative.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Toto gets a 3. Right, Aldrich.
7.
7. Bellis.
6.
A 6. Shanta.
5.
5. Jadarian.
7.
Nievin. Avel.
6.
6. Okay.
I
Right.
also have the hiccups.
Serves you right.
It's not fun.
Jadarian first. Aldrich
Um,
slightly second.
What did we do about these pustules last time? Is it just spending some time to get them off, or because we thought?
You're spending time to think about that? What do you
No, I
mean?
mean, what did we do last time to counter these pustules?
I neither remember nor care.
Can we give some input on this, or
I'm just ready to roll for damage.
okay?
So there's nothing I could do about it, but I can't get it off, for example.
No.
That's a
Worry about that
question
later.
mark. Do I need to spend a round to getting it off me, or what?
If you want to spend around scraping them off you go right ahead.
No, I'm going to shoot the priest 3 times
All right.
with an
So you take
18.
You take another point of damage from your pustules.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that's 18, so that's 36, 31, and higher, 34.
Do you literally
Leave
have
him alone!
pom-poms? No, I'm laughing at Squee with the little pom-poms.
Bring that close to the camera.
Oh.
Like
28,
cotton swabs or whatever, but
33, 40,
Sorry,
44,
my hiccups are so loud.
50 damage exactly.
50.
Yep.
What?
He's evil, I'm assuming.
He does count as evil, yes.
Yes, 50 then. Bom, bom, bom. And then I move away from the rock again. Even further away, you know, thinking that I'm further away from the pustule explosion that it might do.
Okay, Azamar looks very badly injured, where from where the arrows have chunked through his wyvern hide. Your wyvern hide. The wyvern hide.
Do holes appear in mine?
No. And Aldrich.
okay. I'm going to back away from the Marilith again with tactical withdrawal, but I'm going to start using cover.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try and use the pillars as much as I can to help me because she's quite huge, right? She's a big.
She's large
a big-
size, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can use the terrain to my advantage to kind of funnel her into in a tighter space.
Okay, if all you're doing is retreating, there's no attacks for you in the round, yeah?
I understand that. I have to use my attacks for parries against her 50,000 weapons.
What I mean is while you're withdrawing, that's all you can do in the round. You won't get any parries.
Oh, I won't get any parries. Well, I'll. Is there a way to back away from her without provoking an attack? Without doing it with tactical withdrawal, or is there?
Yeah? Just move away.
I thought in this edition you can just move away as long as you're not fleeing.
yeah.
If you're
Just move
fleeing,
away.
then it's
Yeah.
an
Okay.
attack.
Move away. Okay. Then in that
Okay.
case, I will move away from her and do what I said and save my attacks for parries.
Try and get you into a position where.
Where it's harder for her to get into, and she certainly can't use that coily thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. So and then you're holding until further notice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
Okay,
just-
Bellis
yeah.
and Avil.
Okay.
So
Rocks that are near me. Only
Okay,
one, right?
there's one swooping around Shanta, trying to find angle as she's kind of ducking around a nearby pillar, and the other one, is the one that had closed with the Judarian.
Okay, I'm gonna just focus my attacks on the one closest then again.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. Okay, I got a nat 20. So
Oh,
with
sweet.
that
Max
plus
damage.
5 anyway.
Automatic
So
max damage.
that's 10 damage then. Unless it's a large monster, it's large, right?
It is large.
Oh,
the rock,
okay.
Yes, the rock counts as large.
Okay, then it is a 14.
Excellent. You ram Silverfire up to its hilt in the thing's chest. The blade punches out the front. Silverfire spouts from the rock's mouth. It stumbles forward off the blade. Turns around to face you. Fury across its avian features. Extremely badly injured by your vicious thrust from behind. Bellis.
That's what I do best.
Bellis moves to Jadarian and casts Neutralize Poison on him.
Neutralize poison. Okay.
I am invisible.
You're invisible? Sorry.
Yes, he's invisible.
I didn't see him. Sorry.
That's right. You didn't.
Is Avel affected by the spores?
Yes, Avel is affected by the spores.
Then I will walk to Avel and do it on him.
Avel takes 2 points of damage as well.
Oh,
okay.
poopy.
One moment, please. Neutralize poison. Yes. Okay. Perfect. You take a brief, continuing moment of damage. Sorry, 1 point, not 2. Puts you on
Does it
38, and then you hear the whisper of Bellis's voice nearby you, and one by one, the spores shrivel up and quite simply fall out of your body.
Works.
Who said that?
Neutralize poison does indeed work.
Ah, nice.
What's going on?
Okay, Shanta.
Seeing Aldrich being attacked, and he's kind of I'm guessing along, but behind pillars as well.
He's kind of ducked in between a bunch of pillars. Yeah.
I am gonna run towards and try and she wants to shout almost at the snake lady, and in doing so, invoking her breath weapon,
Whoa! Cool.
which she doesn't know, nor does anyone else know she has Barbellis. So that is 25 damage to her.
A natural 1 on her saving throw. It doesn't do full damage to her because she's a demon, but it does do damage.
So now everyone knows that Chanta's got bad breath.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get that from Voron Cathriax, you see.
Okay, she kind of stares, almost as if noticing you for the first time, hisses around her fangs. Shanta was 5, and she's actually at the same initiative as you.
And she would also then try and almost duck behind a pillar, if possible, with the rest of her movement.
Yeah, you dance backwards behind the pillar. She glares a promise at you, points one outthrust hand at Aldrich, closes her fist, and hurls it backward. Aldrich goes flying through the air, some 50 or 60 yards across the clearing. You take 6 points of damage from a stuttering impact, and then she turns and goes racing across the ground towards you, having yanked you with her telekinesis out of cover. You're on 11 hit points, Aldrich.
Is she not provoked by me at all? Was she not come for me?
She's not fleeing.
She's in no rush.
It's not the same as 5th, sadly.
Hold on. Tabo appears from the other side, surprise! And goes for Azamar again from behind the small bush. 12. I think that's a miss. Yes, no, that's a miss. Azamar manages to dance to one side, glares around to see where this voice has come from. Tahoe is gone again. Who's doing that? He snarls. But fair enough. He has his own problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 18, 21, 27, plus 5 is 33. A considerable number of Azamar's wounds heal. As he takes a moment to call upon his demonic patrons and preserve his life a little longer in the battle.
It's like deja vu. He did that last time.
Yeah. In this case, it's Vujade, but
Yeah, that's
he's,
it,
never, he's never been there before. But, yeah.
God, that's terrible. Jesus.
Chandra, as you go running back for cover, there's a from above you, and the Varrock who's been circling you drops down to the attack. Here, your armor class 23. He needs 15 so hard to hit you. Claw.
I thought because I was behind the
Claws.
pillar, it'd be back to 27.
You come out and are running back to the pillar while he. As
Oh,
you go.
dang.
Both claws
Yeah.
miss. Wing 1 miss. Wing 2 a miss, and his bite. I'm a useless fucking parrot. Also a miss. You skid to a hole behind the pillar just as his wings swing around. The rock that you've impaled rather thoroughly, Abel, turns itself about and throws itself at you with a furious flurry of attacks. 12s or higher. Claw. Hit. Claw miss. Wing miss. Wing miss. Bite miss. All right, only a single glancing blow from one of the claws across your cheek nevertheless deals 4 points of damage, putting you down to 34. The rock continues to close the distance between you. And we're back to Anish.
Did I not have any?
You did not. If there's anyone you wish to attack, go ahead.
Because I heard.
You were,
I
So the
heard I
only
was
person-
thrown through the
yeah.
air, but that's
the
all
only
I-
person close to you would be the Marowith who's running towards you. So if you want to charge up and engage her, go ahead.
No, I'm going to run. I'm going to try and give her the run around, basically.
Okay. Well, that's what armor class is for. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, don't I get movement? I mean,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so I'm trying to use the terrain to avoid her attacking me.
Yes. Well, that's why your dexterity 16 gives you a +2 to armor class.
Right. So I can. The only thing I can do is attack her. Is what you're saying?
No, it's not the only thing you can do. I'm asking you if you want to.
Well, that would be suicide, but
Oh, she already got her actions. You can do an attack, and for next round.
Sorry, what?
I think it's either
okay. Here's.
you
I'll tell you what I'm going
attack
to do.
her or do nothing. Basically, I think is the.
Yeah, essentially. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'm going to disarm her.
Okay. Nice. All right.
So, an 18 and a 19.
Okay. What's your
and a
what's your
15. These are
CMB totals for that?
CMB is plus 12. So 18 plus 12 is 30.
Yep.
And 19 will be 31, and a 15, which is less. 28. 20.
So give me those totals again, please.
30, 31, and 28.
Okay, so that's 2 of them disarmed.
Okay.
Okay, you send the blade spinning out in various directions. She yells in frustration, having completely failed to anticipate this approach. Nice. Inish, please.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be a coward. I was just trying to be like.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yes, you did. You made a chicken noise.
That
could mean anything.
That was him being squee. He was making
Yes.
squee
Smart.
noises.
Billis has a 5 for initiative.
Trildo gets a 5. Bellis, you said 5. Aldrich?
I get 6 in total.
A 6. Shanta?
4.
4. Jadarian?
8.
8. Avil.
What?
4. Okay, Judarian, you're first.
Thought so. Oh, I'm going to shoot the guy that's copying my armor again.
He deserves to die for this, if nothing less.
Yeah. Well, 15, nat 20, and a 12. The lowest is armor class 30.
Those all hit then.
Okay. So that is 16, 22 for the first hit. So
Yeah.
you're taking that off now, yeah?
I just did.
Okay. And then 21. And the
Yeah.
last one is a lot lower. That's only a 2 on a dice, so that'd be 10, 12.
Okay. He goes down with a final arrow. And then pulls himself to his feet, blood pouring from the side of his mouth, still just alive. Impressive.
And then I move 30 feet.
7. Okay. That's Malakin. With her 4 remaining swords, she doesn't bother trying to pick the others up. She's going to see what she can do with these. What's that? 29. That misses by 1. Aldrich. That one hits exactly. Let's roll for that first. 7 damage. That puts you on 4 hit points.
Jesus. Where did you lose the other 30? I missed that.
How have you not been paying attention? This thing has been beating the shit out of me for the last 3 rounds.
8, that's a miss. And last sword is a 2, that's a miss. And then she attempts the coil trick again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A 2. Nice. Sorry, I must remain impartial. You managed to nimbly avoid the lashing length of her coils in a true display of heroic agility.
Nimblacity.
Of nimblacity. Your nimblacitude is beyond reproach. Okay. Aldrich, at the same time as you're acting, by the way, so is Azamar, but you go ahead and say what you're doing first.
Okay, I'm going to try and disarm the remaining. I'm just going to keep trying to disarm her, basically.
Yeah, okay.
16 on the first one, so plus 12 is 28. 28. So that's not a success.
No.
20.
Okay, that's 1.
And a 13 is a miss, so that's 1. I managed to disarm one more.
That's half, so she's lost 3 of her blades, scattered in the clearing around her.
And I run away. No, just kidding.
Run away! All right, nice one.
Can I use a move to try and interpose a pillar between me and her?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I run around the pillar with my 4 hit points.
Yeah. Well,
Clutching onto them.
Azamar takes his 3 hit points and hides them in his pocket, hoping that Judarian can't see them there, and then unleashes a green light at you, Judarian. Can I have a saving throw against spells, please?
Can he see me? Can he?
With his intelligence, yes, he can.
What? Saving throw. Damn you. Natural 1.
A natural 1. Okay. Judarian, you freeze, held in place for a number of rounds.
Yes.
I'm immune to magic.
This is not going well, guys.
Oh, can I absorb it? Can I absorb it into my rod?
Yes, you can absorb it into your rod.
I'll absorb it into my rod.
Okay. That's
Nice.
What level spell is it?
level 2.
2.
Was that a rave paralyzation? What was that?
Old person.
Old person.
Person.
So I'm not frozen then, I take it.
You're not frozen. No, your rod is slightly depleted.
I've got them. I've got
He's
them.
really, really upset. It's kind of like, he's going to shoot me with those bloody arrows again.
I'm going to let Tarvo take care of him.
And he turns, dives for cover behind one of the nearby pillars.
Next to
having seen
Tarvo. Does he land next to Tarvo?
We'll see. Having seen it to be such an effective tactic for the rest of you. And Bellis and Tarvo. Let's roll for Tarvo first. He's kind of squatting behind the pillar and like literally looks over his shoulder. Oh shit!
No.
Harbour's like, oh, that's very kind of you, he says, and stamps him.
Yes.
For triple damage, that's 3. I rolled a 1 plus strength, but Azuma only had 3 hit points.
Haha.
And Tarver quite literally almost drops the blade in his hurry to stab him. And, oh no, thank you very much, she says, as Azar obligingly dies.
That's my man. I mean, I don't know why I said that. I just have a feeling.
And
That
then,
might be my man.
Tarvo fades from sight once more. At the same time as that, Bellis.
Bellis is going to get into the neighborhood of Aldrich and invisibly let go another healing blast.
Thank you.
Another one. Okay, go on then.
Who's in it this
Two,
time?
really.
Just Aldrich, because he got thrown clear across the clearing. Aldrich, the yo-yo of Valandor.
Yes. The punching bag of Valandor, apparently.
Dear. What's it again?
But the demon's there.
That's true.
It will. Yep. She's going to make a magic resistance roll. Let's see.
That's 32.
Okay, so that puts you up to 36, Aldrich.
Nice. I will take it.
Toy.
And her magic resistance is 70%, so it doesn't
Jesus.
affect her. Yeah. But well done, Bellis.
That
Thank
makes me
you.
visible.
That does make you visible, yes.
It does?
Oh, is it standard invisibility?
No, it's not, but an attack makes me visible. I have to go back and hide again.
Okay, so yeah, you're visible. Okay, then simultaneously, Shanta and Avel.
Yes. I would, unless there's a rock still, right? That's sort of targeting Shanta.
Yes, and one still targeting you, actually, although he's pretty badly hurt.
Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this guy off before I do anything else then. So I'm gonna take another swing at him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. That is an 18 plus 5.
That's a hit, plus your plus 2.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Okay, so now damage, which is a d12.
Yep.
Where's my d12? If only I had my mage dice. Okay. Okay, that is
Mage
10.
dice are D10s, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know.
You can roll 15 of them, though. Okay. Another solid blow drives the rock to its feet. It struggles to get airborne, but it's so badly injured that it can't take to the wing. Another blow, and you think you'll down it. Shanta.
Just a quick question. So when I did the breath weapon on her, she took damage, but not as much. I'm just thinking that with my magic missile, it's such low damage that I'm wondering if it's worth just doing higher level spells and taking the sort of points off of it, rather than just doing 44.
Against her, she's got magic resistance as well, though.
So probably, I mean, if she's still going for Aldrich, like if she's still just targeting him, I'll cast shield on him as well. And then it's only personal.
Shield's personal.
And what does Phantom Armor do? Does it stack?
Yes, it will, but that's also personal.
Oh, dang it. I can't help. Can I trap her in a web without trapping my friends?
Yes, you could.
I would like to do that then. I will cast web on her.
Okay, magic resistance roll first. Nope. The web splats down around her, but there is a neat circle where she's standing, as if the area effect simply has no effect upon her.
I am so useless. I'm
True.
sorry.
These are horrible opponents. And
Yes, I remember.
Sorry.
That's probably one of the worst, yeah.
How many times do we have to fight her as Darganeth? Jesus.
Yahi, yeah, she's still giving the Ruby Ranger shit in my tabletop game here.
That's who I thought it was here.
No, it's not her. No, different patron. At any rate, different picture too. Again, I'm disappointed you don't remember. The rock who's facing up against you, Avil, desperate, its last attempt, throws his head back and gives a high-pitched, stunning scream. It reaches an ear-splitting volume. Can you roll me a d20, please?
Everyone or just her?
Just Avil.
Okay.
That's a 15.
Scattered out too far. 15. That's 1 point above your con. That's a fail. The energy hits through your entire body, which vibrates like a tuning fork. You are stunned. The rock turns and staggers away from you, choosing self-preservation over finishing the combat with you.
Get back here.
The Marilith sees that. Finish him! Finish him! She snarls as she streaks toward Aldrich. Shanta, the rock in the air, lands on top of the pillar behind which you are hiding, lowers its head, and does the same down towards you. Can I have a d20 roll from you, please?
It's on you because Chanta's deaf. No, I'm joking. That's a 6. I can't remember if that's good or bad.
Well below your constitution. So that is a success. You managed to jam your thumbs in your ears just in time, and you can see Mr. Squee Pinchy burying his head into your robe. The ground around you, all the dust vibrates at the stunning screech, but you remain, at least for the time being, conscious. Inish, guys, please. Aldrich.
6.
6. Bellis.
7.
Yevon.
Yep.
Shanta.
3.
3. Jadarian.
8 again.
8 again.
8 again, Gavin.
Avil.
I got a 2.
That's not very good.
She's stunned anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Jadarian.
Seeing that my friends, some of them obviously they're all in trouble. I will shoot one at the rock fighting Avel first.
Yes.
Which is a 7 on a dice, which armor class 25.
Spot on.
Spot on. That's evil, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is.
Ooh. That is near enough. Max 2 of max damage, it's 20.
Yes, all right. Finishes it outright. The arrow takes it through the throat, it staggers sideways, and his body is nothing but ash and smoke before it has hit the ground.
And then I will fire 2 cold shots at the weapon hands of the swordswoman.
Okay.
To try and disarm her.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 18 to hit. Rolled a 15 and a 5. 23.
Is that going to hit? Is that going to hit armor class 33?
23 is the lowest. The highest is 33 exactly.
Exactly. Bing! One of them flies from her hands.
15
She's
plus
left only
18
with
is 33 in it.
Yep. She's left now only with 2 swords.
That doesn't do any damage, does it?
No, it's called shot just to disarm.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And then I move 30 feet.
Okay. And you keep on rolling.
Ooh, just skipping around the battlefield.
Yeah. Okay, Bellis and the Marith at the same time. Bellis, what are you doing?
I cast Strength of Stone on Aldrich.
Oh!
And it gives him...
Buffitude.
It gives him 4 points of strength.
That's ridiculous.
Nice.
That's ridiculous.
What?
Okay,
That can't be legal. Armor class
20,
strength
23.
So that gives you
People are watching
plus-
that's not that high, 23.
plus 6 to hit and plus 10 damage.
Nice.
Second
Plus
edition,
6.
people. 23
What
strength
is
like
your
godlike.
initial strength, Aldrich?
My natural strength is 19.
19.
Yeah.
So that's an additional plus 2 to hit and an additional plus 6 to damage.
Now hit her. Stop being a big
Banning.
wuss.
That spell's banned.
I was going to use a different word, but it's just children in the area.
You know, it's a first level spell, eh?
Yeah, it's badass.
Best. It's the best.
Well,
Best,
you
my
do
favorite.
have the lucky stats for them, to be honest.
Bellis. Okay, thank you. The Meredith pauses in her attacks and sends out tendrils of telekinetic force as all of her weapons spring back into her arms. Aldrich.
Okay. Screw it. I'm just gonna attack her.
Okay.
That's what we need to do.
I'm a class 29.
Okay. Hold on a second. So it's actually plus 18 to hit now. Okay. Natural 20.
Sweet.
Cool.
14 plus 6 plus 18 is 20.
32.
Yes, 30. 32. And a 17 plus 18 is all up to 25. 35. 3 hits plus 1. Well,
Good.
2 hits and 1 crit.
Nice, go for
And
it.
she's large, so that the one. So that's. Sorry, hold on a second. 8 plus 9, 17 plus 6, right? Instead of.
Just roll normal and then add 18 on at the end.
Yeah. Plus 18. What do you mean?
We got your strength goes up, your damage goes up by 6 on each hit, so that's 18. Yeah, so just add that at the end.
No, it's plus 9 normally. So it's plus 15.
Okay, Mark said it was
So
extra
8.
6.
So it's a maximum of 8 plus 15. So that's 23. And a full d6 as well. Is that maximized as well?
Yep, that's maximum.
Okay, so that's. Sorry, I lost count. 24 plus 6, I guess 30 points on the first hit. And then the other 2 I have to roll for. So 5 plus 15 is 20 points plus another 4, so 24 points on the second hit. And max damage by pure coincidence on the last one, and that's another. Plus. Sorry. It's 24, 27 points on the last one.
Whoa.
Okay. Enhanced by the strength of stone, a truly outrageous trio of attacks slash, hack, and hammer the Marilith brutally. Good job.
But she's not dead.
No, not yet.
Does she look even like down to half, or is she, does she look?
She's
injured?
She looks very badly injured from this. Yes.
Okay, good. She's like.
Okay. Shanta.
Is the I'm just gonna. I haven't really got much time.
You've got a rock above you.
That's what I'm gonna have to just magic missile it, because you said that they are at least affected by that.
Yep.
So
Let me roll her magic resistance first.
What, the rock?
The rock, yeah. It's not as high as hers. What's that? 50. That's enough to get through its magic resistance.
Cool.
Nice.
Insert a whopping 13 damage. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I'll try and duck for cover.
No,
You pop out from behind cover and spray 4 magic missiles straight up at the rock.
you've
They
only
punch
done
through-
+1 damage on that. That's
Punch through its magic resistance.
it's an extra 3 damage.
Extra 3. Okay.
Oh, it's a +1 per
D4 plus 1. Yeah, for each
Per bolt.
Per bolt.
per missile.
Oh, my mistake.
That's what I was trying to say. By +1
sorry.
each.
16 damage then.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Every point counts, man. Every point counts.
It does.
Okay. The rock leaves off attacking you. You can see it's cocking its head as if listening to something, and swoops down to where Bellis is currently visible, and in a savage slaughter of attacks, fails to do any damage to her whatsoever. But you do feel your stone skin evaporate with its last of its attacks.
Okay.
Squeaky bum time.
And finally, Avil.
Okay, I would like to...
Stunned, isn't she? Isn't he?
Oh, yes, you are stunned this round, that's right. But you come to your senses after a single round. We can roll initiative
Sorry.
now, please. No, thank you. It's only fair.
Okay.
I stunned him just as he was waking up.
Okay, Aldrich.
Didn't I already have my attacks?
It's
No,
new
your
round.
initiative.
Oh, new round, sorry. That is a 5.
Bellis.
Bellis blinks her shadow.
Initiative.
Blinkers. Ah, sorry.
She blinks her initiative.
8.
Shanta.
3 again.
Jadarian.
7 for me this time.
Avil.
I got a 3.
Okay. Bellis.
Bellis blinks away into some shadows somewhere.
You're on an 8, right?
Yes.
Same as Marilith. Okay, excuse me. That hits armor class. 26. Bellis, your armor class is 15. You summon the blink energy around yourself, focusing on a shadow. The Marilith closes with you within seconds and snatches hold of you with her coils, tightens around you. As you prepare for the blink, for a moment, you think it actually happens. The world vanishes. The rest of you, however, see Bellis and the Marilith disappear.
Fuck.
Instead of being surrounded by shadows, you are instead surrounded by sulfur. You see a vast plain of reddish sand, a great baking sky through which winged shapes move. Not so far away, perhaps less than a half-mile distant, some immense skeletal form rears itself above the horizon, and you can see struts supporting it as many strange forms move around it in some strange activity. The Marith looks down towards you. Now, we will see what you are hiding. And she starts to squeeze.
Can I get out of this?
Excuse me.
Oh. Do I still get an action or not?
With strength 8?
Do I get an action?
What is your action?
My action would be to get the green cube out and teleport back to where I came
You're
from.
constricted, so you can't physically reach any of your belongings.
Okay. Fuck.
And you take 12 points of damage as the coils tighten around you. And with strength 8, by the way, no, you're not physically getting out of that.
No, clearly.
Um,
But she's also got her things around my arms. I can't move my arms. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, correct.
Okay, didn't know that.
Okay. Jadarian,
Do I see any of this happening? There's nothing I can do about it, or
you're on 7, so this happens before you act.
yeah. So I'm acting now. Yeah. So do I
Yeah.
see it happen?
Yes.
Yeah. So do I know what happened? Can I?
Some kind of teleportation? You're not sure.
So a dispel magic's not going to work or anything on that. Where they were. Do I think I could dispel magic on where they?
If there's a magical effect there, sure, but she's not.
But
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. Yeah. Okay. I have to shoot the rock 3 times then.
Life is hard.
Yeah. Oh my god! I rolled a 3, a 2, 3, and a 4.
They're on plus 25. But
Yeah,
those
they're all
hits.
misses.
All misses.
He's so distracted by the fact that the Merilith vanished.
Oh
hell,
god,
what
2,
the
3, and a
hell?
4. Wow.
Krijg na, Tieten.
Krijg nou echt tieten.
Guess what, Mark? I moved 30 feet.
Yeah, nice. Okay. The rock disappears on its action.
Yeah. They got
It's
what they
time to
came
be
for.
Part where we tell Mark that we actually switched, and I've actually got the pouch.
And that leaves the rest of you standing in somewhat stunned silence.
So all the other enemies are either dead or gone, right?
One Vrock is dead, Whisper is dead, or returned to the abyss. Azamar is almost certainly dead. A universe away and more. On a burning plain of red sand. To Bellis's credit, it takes another couple of minutes before the breath finally leaves her. And as consciousness ebbs through the coils, Bellis, you see the succubus smiling at you. You should have given me what I wanted. I always get what I want, don't I, Mother? The Merilith hisses, loosens its coils. And Bellis, your unconscious body slumps to the burning ground. As you and the last two eyes of Kalax are now in the hands of the demons. Which is where we leave it.